Keep Fear Games.
I got a mini. She's not painted, but I got one.
I dropped this on the way in today, and so it's a mess. Let's see. Well,
The spider.
your bear, your tiger, your spider.
You could try and do stuff with that spider this time.
I'm wondering.
We're making tunnels. You could spin some webs and stuff maybe inside.
Can you turn into devils?
Nah, because wild shape only lets you turn into beasts. But I'm sure if you found a devil that you could make a deal with, you know, he would give you the power to wild shape into it.
It'd be cooler if we go higher with these, because you can turn into things like, you know, a dinosaur.
A dinosaur.
Or just have little arms?
Yeah.
Big heads?
You can't pick up the check. You have the alligator arms.
Sounds like we gotta
I feel
dig
like
straight
it
down.
would be a really bad thing for my cleric to be in hell.
I would assume
I'd have to roll a whole nother cleric. If I were to keep healing, I would have to roll an evil cleric.
I'd be fine with a
Supposedly
new
there's-
area to conquer.
Yeah, you
supposedly
can.
there's another little supplement that came out. It wasn't announced or anything, but it's supposed to be more like dark evil races. Like there's a necromancy cleric, and you cast a blood rope and a bunch of other stuff. Interesting.
Run a drow something. I miss drow. I miss playing drow.
You can.
It was like my primary race when I played Dungeons and Dragons Online.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I love that race so much. All I played was drow.
You can play drow in this, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can, but they're evil.
Oh hey, we got followers. We got people
Oh
watching.
wow, that's so many.
Welcome.
That happened again. That's so awesome. Hi guys.
Hey, welcome. I'm Brad Wolf, and I'm actually on camera this week.
Is our illustrious DM made it to the camera this week?
We are definitely short a few players this week, but
You guys should come out. We need 2 good men, or 1 good man. 1 good man. Our Minotaur will be back next week.
we got room for 2.
Do we have room for? Yeah, there is room for 2. I don't know. I don't feel good, guys.
It's the chairs, you know? You're missing
It is
one
the
over
chairs.
there.
That's what messed me up.
All right. So last we left our heroes, you guys had
Holy biscuits, that's a lot of people.
walled up underground.
Killed a lot of people.
Well, we only killed a couple of people. We killed a lot of like fish creatures.
They could be people too.
They could be.
Some sort of mutants.
They have a language.
Some sort of something.
We heard it a little bit. Couldn't understand it, but we heard it.
The dwarf turned into an elf, which was fun.
Yeah, I loved how you kept saying "I" when you meant to say
Right.
yes.
That's fantastic.
I'm not a dwarf, I swear. I mean, yes.
I mean, yes. And what's funny is that I was so into character, like I was actually doing it on accident.
I was wondering if that was accident or if you
It
were.
was completely accidental.
That's great. So,
Really makes you wonder what that silversmith was normally like for nobody to find out that you
Nobody
were.
could figure it out.
She must
She
have been
must have been
real
really
crazy.
isolating. Like
Yeah.
she must have just kept to herself a lot. Because the archer did not pick up on it at all, or the Fletcher guy did not pick up on it at all. He was like, okay, sure.
all right. So, you guys are stuck underground. Or
Yeah.
well,
We're not stuck. We can get out whenever we darn well please.
It only wants to go in a little. I don't want to force it.
all right. You hid underground in order to take your long rest. Underneath the gated community of high elves on the edge of Waterdeep, a group of high elves that you guys found to be rather unwelcoming, and in fact also rather weird, as they seem determined to prevent you guys from, doing much in their community.
Snooty.
They tried to kill us.
And then they tried to kill you. Well, they actually tried to feed you to their mutants.
Whatever.
And
tried
then
to
they
make
got
us
fed
not
to the
live anymore.
ooze. How the tables have turned.
Alright, so we'll pick up right where you guys left off. You just finished your long rest. You're underground, below the gated community of high elves. What are you doing?
I'm missing.
Oh, you need your miniature.
Oh man. Spent too long in wild shape. Can't go back.
I disappeared. Where are we? About here? Is that where we decided? Or-
No, we're under the.
You're under the
we're
blacksmith
smithing,
shop,
yeah.
so
we're all the way back there
we're-
again?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're underneath the smithy.
which is not on camera. So let's move our map a little closer here.
Might need to zoom it out some if we can.
I don't think we can. Here, can we?
We need a step ladder to zoom it out.
We're off the maps.
Off the map. Look at you guys. All right, there we go.
Oh, I recognize that map.
We used the ooze too much. We no-clipped out of bounds.
We're in there now.
All right. We flip that up. Is that?
Did you want to move the character cards over this side so you could see them
Oh,
better?
yeah,
We
yeah,
talked
yeah,
about that
yeah.
last time.
Yeah, we did. There we go.
Even though there's only 2 of them that are viable at this point.
Where's yours?
I never got one.
No
Remember,
care.
I came in late.
They
Oh,
were
that's
pretty
right.
exclusive items.
Hot commodity.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough for one.
What are you gonna be?
You can use.
You can be
I'll be the big
the
one. The
D100.
D100 ball.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you could be Sethrakar. That was Jay's character when he played.
I don't know if you want to be Seth.
I don't think so, but it is written in pencil.
It's true.
His rolls are cursed, though.
His roles are cursed.
Wait, Sethrakar is
your
not.
monk guy.
Sethrakar is coming back.
Oh, is the monk guy?
Yeah.
That's right. My bad.
Sorrow.
Sorrow is the one that's not coming back.
You could just fold it the other way and put your name on it.
Nope. Well, my own card, dagnabbit.
You need
Oh,
this
I
map.
guess you're not going to be seeing the things anymore.
Right.
Darn it, you're not going to be seeing the cheat sheet, so it's no point.
Put it like that. You can squint a little.
I can read it from here.
You got great eyes. I can't read it.
I don't have great eyes. I just have good glasses.
I don't think
Oh, fair.
mine aren't right anymore since we leveled up and all that. They're not right anymore.
Yeah, mine aren't right, but
All right.
These cards are defective.
I'll update mine.
Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and thanks for being patient while we get set up here. I'm Brad Wolf, friendly neighborhood dungeon master at Cape Fear Games, one of many. I realized tonight, I was looking around when I got here before they pulled all the dividers closed. There are 6 tables back there.
Yeah, we've got a lot.
Wow.
We've
And
been
there's,
picking up.
and other than ours, there's 3 tables out there.
Wow, that's a lot.
So
Oh,
we've
wait,
got
there are tables out here playing? I thought they were all playing.
no, all the black tables are playing D&D.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So that's 10
Nice.
tables
Yeah,
of D&D.
that's all right. That's awesome.
That's so cool.
Like when I first started DMing here, we had 2.
And for a while, we had less than that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because I started before you started DMing.
Right.
We were playing together.
yeah. So, because you started with James's DMing,
I
right?
started with James's, yeah.
Yeah. Because James and I were supposed to start at the same time. I just was still in the hospital.
Yeah, that'll do it.
But all right, so you guys you come out of your hole that you were hiding in underground, and none of the elves appear to be down in that area below the blacksmith's house.
Nice.
No, we're still underground, aren't we?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we're
I'm saying
okay.
there's none of the
Okay.
elves are down there.
But
I'm
we
updated.
we heard
We heard him talking about the
We heard
prophet,
him talking, yeah. We heard him talking. We have to go. We're gonna go.
the red-skinned prophet, deeper underground.
Oh, they did say it was Redskins.
Well,
So
I assume.
we should be able to cast locate object. We were talking about
Yeah.
that from the ring. So I'll cast locate object from the ring and
Okay.
focus on the spell book that she had. So we should be able to find her.
Alright, so you focus on the spell book,
Yeah.
cast locate object, and locate object gives you the direction in which to head,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and it points you right in the direction of that secret passage that the mutants were trying to escape out of.
Hi, lads.
Should have known.
Looks like that's where we're going.
Travel down the secret passage.
So that was in the dungeon below, right?
Right.
So we're going back down there. Do we have that?
I do. So the
What is PP short for? What is PP short for?
Passive perception.
Oh,
So 10 plus your perception skill.
smart. Yeah.
all right. So the secret passage is it's about a 6 foot tall, 4 foot wide hallway, narrow little slim hallway. It seems to wind its way down, and of course you've already explored with your gray ooze digging your own tunnels. So you know that the underground is filled with a large lake.
Yeah.
And this secret passage seems to be plunging you straight down that
To the
direction.
lake.
We should have stayed with the ooze from the beginning. We could have skipped all this.
Well, pull him out, lad.
Oh. Well, I guess.
He doesn't swim.
Yeah. Well, we've never tried. He might glide right over it. Yeah.
You
like
never
a
know.
slick.
You never know.
Alright, so it continues to go further and further down. And it starts to empty out into a small room.
Ooh.
And
Did we hear anything in the room? Anything happening in there? Is it just a normal room?
It looks like an empty stone floor. And on the opposite side of the room is a door.
But we're
Checking
gonna
out
go
this-
up and listen to the door, lad.
Oh,
No?
no.
I want to hear what's behind the door.
What kind of person would just have a stone floor with nothing around it? That's way too suspicious. No one would put in that work for nothing.
you gonna check out the stones?
Yeah, I'm checking out the tile.
Right, we are
floor.
underground. That is a good point. I didn't even think of it. I just saw the door and wanted to go. Don't you have advantage on?
I have double
on,
proficiency.
history?
What would that be? Inspection?
Yeah.
Investigation.
Investigation. That's the one. So that would be 17.
Alright. You do find what appears to be a series of traps, actually.
Man.
It's a good thing
Good
you
call,
look.
lad. Good call.
It's in series. This is terrible. They'll all get you at once if you don't watch out.
There, the 3 large tiles closest to the door, in succession, one right after another, each one is a pressure plate.
Diabolical.
So we just move around those and we're good, man.
Are they
Well, I
the
can
width of
tell,
the door?
You know?
They are the width of the door, but if you're careful, you might be able to step over the pressure plate to one side or the other and circumvent them. Or
throw
you
the
could
bag of
attempt to
heads on
disarm
it.
them if you want.
I
just
don't
throw
think
something
we have
on it.
anybody good enough to disarm them, man.
Is it just a stone wall around the door? Is it just a stone wall, like to either side of the door?
Yes.
Have the ooze make a little hole to the side of the door so we can, if it's a wall, we can try and see what's on the other side.
Alright, so you're just going to have the ooze eat through the,
Yeah, like
through the hallway and then through the wall into the room?
yeah, just like an inch hole like we did before.
Oh, okay.
Sounds brilliant to me. What is that, like a sleight of hand check to disarm?
It would be
Survival, right?
use like a thieves' tools device or
Oh yeah, none of us have that.
I can whack it with my pickaxe. That's about the best you'll get out of me.
Nah, let's
we have
go with
anything to
yous.
throw under pressure
we'll
plate?
We'll go with yous.
So you're summoning the ooze on the other side of the pressure plates?
You could throw the hammer on it because it comes back to you, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't
No,
come
the
back.
hammer doesn't come
I
back.
thought we did that. Doesn't the hammer
No,
come
she
back?
threw it and then
No,
she had
I
to
threw
run
it
and
and then
pick
I
it
had to
up.
go run and pick it up. Yeah. You know, I do have a battle axe.
If you really want to try, you can try.
Is it necessary?
Probably not.
Well then, let's not if it's not necessary.
Okay.
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 Well, yeah, I'm gonna summon the ooze, off to the side of the pressure plates to try and bore through the wall a little.
All right. Well, so the room's about 20 feet across,
Yeah.
and it bores or really corrodes a hole in the wall next to the door.
Okay.
So now there's an opening there that you could look through, but it's on the other side of the room.
Well, I already checked out the tiles, right? There's nothing wrong with anyone's except the ones in front of the door on the other side.
Right. So you're gonna kind of step over those tiles.
Alright.
This seems too sketchy now. I'm taking a head out of the bag and I'm gonna roll it along the floor. I'll roll it along.
On the pressure plates or on the other
Just
section?
along the floor where I'd walk to get to the hole in the wall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it just kind of bounces and rolls across the floor.
Anybody else have any issues? Or
As long as you go first, I'm all for it.
oh, I'll start walking over. I'll start walking over to the hole in the wall then.
Or I could turn into the spider and take the ceiling over. Take it away.
You want to do that so soon?
If you turn into something and you get over there and something happens, you just turn back into yourself. You don't die or anything. Unlike us, we would die.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I can do that.
If you want to. The spider probably be useful anyway.
And I crawl along the ceiling.
Alright, so you turn into the spider and crawl across the ceiling.
If you
Yeah, and
crawl
down to the
across
hole.
the ceiling, lad, we're not going to be able to get through. We don't know.
Get the head while you're at it. I need that one.
Right.
Alright, so you crawl across the ceiling in spider form
Yeah, and look in the hole.
and look in the hole that the ooze made.
Yeah.
Alright. You look into what appears to be some sort of temple. It's a decent sized room, and there seem to be several hooded figures, cloaked and hooded figures inside the temple, and they're chanting something.
Oh,
How many?
You can't really see the whole room from the little hole you got, but there's at least 4 or 5 in there.
I hold up 5 legs.
He should be able to see. Aye, how
I
are
hold
you
up
still on
5
the wall?
legs.
Hold up 5 of your legs.
he's showing off over there.
He is a show-off spider.
You hear there's at least 5 people in your head.
Oh, okay. He wasn't just showing off.
He was giving us information we never would have known.
Can he hear what they're? Does he understand what they're chanting? Or
That's a good question.
What languages do you speak?
I speak spider, evidently.
You speak spider.
So, I speak common, halfling, and druidic.
Right, they're not speaking any of those languages.
Your intelligent network? It's uncrackable.
Sounds like something weird. So are you coming over? I mean, I can crawl back across and avoid the pressure plates if that's what you want.
You could try and string a web across, and I could monkey bar my way over.
You could. I guess that's true. It's got to be strong enough to support me. The spider's a pretty big creature. I think. He's a large beast.
Yeah.
So web swing, little Spider-Man action for these guys so they can come across.
All right. So,
Would it be athletics?
to like
Swing across?
Swing across. Yeah, athletics or acrobatics.
Athletics is like my one good skill.
All right. Well, go for it.
I hope. 20.
There you go.
Not in that.
Oh,
I have
athletics.
a +7.
A dirty 20.
Yeah.
14.
You do it.
Aye.
All All right, so you both swing across the trapped area of the floor.
I grab the head on my, swing with one hand, scoop up the head with the other, put it in the bag.
You and your heads locked.
They're important, okay? I've had many a conversation with these guys, and they've gotten us out of a bunch of scrapes.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, it's not. You're a cleric. You should know about speak with dead.
So I'll hang out on the ceiling so you can see through the hole
I
and
don't have
do
to
whatever
keep
you
my
want there.
heads to speak with them, though.
You need something to speak with.
I'm just chilling on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the two dwarves argue with each other about heads.
Well, peek through, we see the same thing, right? So, I guess there's nothing else to it. We want to come in from here, or...
Can we see our nemesis?
You don't appear to see the nemesis.
Did you get the feeling that she was in this room with your locate object?
Do I still feel that way?
You're going the right direction.
Okay.
How long does
We're
looking
on the
up
right
last?
track.
Well then, I say there's no other way than to do it.
Well, I was saying we could come in through here. We could try and circle around somewhere, maybe. We thought there might be a better entrance point. No? Okay.
No, I
Nope.
say we just go for it.
All right, well,
They're
Who's it up?
cultists. They can't. They're in there chanting. They can't be that.
I'll tell the who's to go through them. How far away are the chanting people away from our little spot in the wall?
From the hole?
Yeah.
Maybe 20 feet.
Oh.
You could see if you could make it. The spider has a +7 to stealth, so we could try it, and then I can.
You could try,
Ceiling
climb
it
up
up.
and
Yeah.
go.
It's not a bad idea.
All right, are you going to go out the ceiling of this little room?
If I can get through, yeah. I don't. Can I get through the hole where the ooze
Yeah, I'm
is?
gonna have the ooze open it up,
Yeah.
so we can all get here.
It's going to take the ooze a minute because it only moves 10
10 feet a second. Yeah.
10 feet a turn. So it needs to make a 10 by 10 hole for you.
Yeah.
So the ooze crawls up and cuts a hole in the ceiling for you.
Nice.
All right, you climb out of the ceiling.
Yeah.
And once you climb out of the ceiling, you realize that the room you were looking at doesn't have any walls.
It's an island.
Oh no!
And you are on an island in the underground lake.
If there are no walls,
Oh.
what were we looking through?
What were we looking at?
No.
All right. So, what appeared to be a room to you was an open stone area, and there's like this swirling black mist around it. But now that you're on the roof of the building over here, you're showing up on the camera there. All right. Now that you're on the roof of the building over here, the small little room, you can now see that because you're looking over this, and there these pillars here they don't attach to a ceiling. They have large, look like braziers where you would have fire burning, but this thick black mist pours out of these braziers and swirls around this area of worship.
Spider looks down and gives you that look like.
Yeah, they're up to no good in this place.
And near each of the columns is one of the guards, just like the guards you saw in the city above. And the hooded figures, now that you have a little better look at them, they don't look very human at all. In fact, they look kind of like fish people. In fact, you get the sense that these cultists, they might have been elves at one time, but they're.
I was just about to say, how much do you want to bet that the elves are actually fish people?
So what is this person here?
This is another fish person here who seems to be leading the ritual.
Okay.
And calling upon the prophet to come.
Now, are we just missing a mini over there? Are there actually 4 elves, or?
Yeah, we should have another guard here. I mean,
Alright, so are we going in guns blazing?
we're gonna have this. I don't know. We could make it a. Can I telepathically talk back to you, Spider-Man? No. Nah.
No, but I'm not that far from you, so I probably can hear you.
Yeah, but
You
can
want
they
us-
hear us?
You want us to make a distraction, or are you gonna start it off?
Well, there's
Can
no
you web
there's
'em
no
up?
ceiling. The only thing, I mean, from here I could web one.
Just one month.
I think I can only web one.
Probably.
One creature
You haven't
to
upgraded
restrict
yet.
with. To restrict with webbing. So I mean, I could web one, and then you could try to drop down over in there. You'd be further away. You know what I mean?
Can I try and see like what kind of chanting they're doing? If it's like a spell or if it's
Give me a religion check.
I'm not a religious paladin that
I'm
much.
a
I'm
religion.
not good at my study. Oh, you want to do it and I can
yeah,
help
let
you?
me do it.
Yeah.
That's the wrong die. We're gonna make this die work. Hey! Hold on a second. Let me see what my plus is.
Did it work?
It did work.
Oh man.
Well, what'd you roll?
A 19.
Alright, well, you don't speak the language, but it doesn't sound similar to any spell that you know.
Yeah, 23 altogether in religion.
Okay.
So you think it's more of like a series of prayers, as if they're engaged in some sort of dark worship.
Not
Yeah,
gonna
so-
blow a silence.
But
then.
it doesn't seem like a spell.
So I can either web one or I can jump on one and bite it.
Well,
Are these guards? Are they on top of the braziers, or they're just in the corner of the room?
They're just standing next to the pillar that the braziers are on.
So I mean, I can definitely sneak down to one of them. I'm sure.
I mean, jumping and biting works pretty well.
Would we'd have advantage, right? It'd be surprised.
Webbing.
They would. I mean, you can make a stealth check and see if you get surprised.
Okay.
Let's go for a surprise round, kids.
Yeah. We could try and creep up stealthily with the ooze. Since
Where are who at? I can't see who that is speaking. The color is
16.
too dark.
Well, maybe.
Where are they
Oh,
at?
someone spoke. Where are they at? Where are who at?
Our friends.
Where are we at? We are in an underground
Cave.
cave underneath an elven.
Exclusive city.
Yes, very exclusive. We're in a school
And if you're asking where we're at in real life, we're at Cape Fear Games in Wilmington.
in Wilmington, North Carolina. All right, guys, I might have broken the curse of the new dice.
16.
16 for your stealth check.
Yeah.
All right. So, you think you're sneaking up on them?
So which one? Where do you want to go? Which side? I'll just bite whoever.
Let's go to the ones closest to us.
So I guess we'll start with that one.
All right. So you're gonna head over here.
Yep.
You're gonna sneak up on that guy.
Yep. And bite him.
All right. Well, everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, I know you. 14.
All right.
Oh no, wait. I add my dex.
Yeah, dexterity.
16.
All right. So you beat an 11. What'd you guys get?
I got
12?
13.
13. All right. So we're
Oh, yeah.
you guys are right in line. 14, 13,
I got 13.
13,
Wait, you got 12?
12, yeah.
12, and I got an 11.
Oh.
So that works out perfectly. So since they are surprised, they're not going to get to act this turn.
So do we have advantage or just surprise?
You just
No,
get
we
the
just get 2 turns before they can attack, before they can do anything.
essentially because that's
Well, yeah, because they end.
because that's how the initiative before they fell. Because they don't do surprise rounds anymore. But
Oh, did they not?
no.
My bad.
But since they're at the bottom of the initiative, you guys have the surprise.
16 to hit.
16 hits.
Wonderful.
So that's rather creepy as the giant spider crawls up behind the elf guard and
Whip his mouth. Don't let him tell anyone.
So that's 9, and he has to succeed on a Constitution save.
which he does actually.
Oh,
I usually don't make saving throws, which helps you guys out quite a bit.
He takes 2d8 poison.
So poison courses through his veins.
On half. So he takes 4 poison. So 9 and 4 is 13 damage.
13 damage on that one? Alright. And so he just slumps where he's at.
Oh
as he's-
man, he's dead.
As his body fills with poison,
Nice.
the spider stealthily erases one of the guards.
That was great.
That was quick.
I'm gonna take
How
out
many
this
points
side
of
then.
damage?
13.
Ah. eh.
And that's it, I think, because it can only do the one. I can't do both attacks. So that's it
Alright.
for me. So the path is clear for you guys.
Oric.
I'm gonna send the ooze after that one. In the other place.
In the far corner or the one?
Yeah, the one close. You can only move
Yeah.
10 feet a turn.
Okay.
So.
Where's the ooze? You can use the horse if you want.
You might need the horse.
Oh.
We'll see.
Alright, so the ooze is going to creep up on that guy?
Yeah.
So the gray ooze slinks around.
Yeah. Every now and then, they'll turn over behind their backs and look like, was that rock there before? It seems like it's getting a little closer. Let's see. So that is. What is it? That's a 16.
16 hits.
Okay. 16 damage.
And the ooze just devours the guard as it gets sucked into the gray, inky darkness.
This is even better. Well, if we're going hard, then I'm going to run up and hit the fish person in the middle then, I guess.
Alright, so you just charge out of the room and attack the cultist from behind.
Somebody's got to do something about that chanting.
That is horrific, isn't it, lad?
Yeah, I don't like it. That is a 21.
21 hits. Stab
6
the
damage.
Stab the cultist with your magic elven sword.
Yeah. Since I'm 5, I can take an extra attack. That is a 17.
That
Gonna
hits.
hit again?
Yep.
Okay.
This is great.
So that is 17 damage in all.
17 total?
Yep.
Alright. The cultist kind of staggers from the blow and he turns around, and this is where you get a really good look at his face as his hood brushes back and it just has this hideous fish face with these gnarly dagger-like teeth. And he growls at you.
I hate fish.
The rest of them turn to see you all, but they haven't had a chance to react.
As the cleric comes running up,
Which way are you going?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Right in the thick of it, and I cast spiritual weapon. I mean, not spiritual weapon, spirit guardian.
Spirit Guardian.
Hey, new spells.
So you surround yourself with divine spirits.
Alright, flit around you with a distance of 15 feet. They form angelic, since I am a good creature. When I cast a spell, I can designate any number of creatures I see to be unaffected by it, so I'm obviously going to select my party members and the ooze.
And he goes 15 feet in each direction from you.
15 feet in each direction from me.
Alright, so we'll just mark your circle of spirit guardians with those white dice.
That's great.
And it is a wisdom saving spell every time. When the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. It must make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright, so at the beginning of their turn, they've got to make their save.
That is my turn. Actually, oh no, that's my action. I don't think I have a bonus action I can do. Hold on a second.
You a war cleric?
No, I'm not a war cleric. So no, that's it. That's all I got.
Alright. So let's see, you got all 6 of the cultists in that circle area.
Sure do.
Alright, so wisdom saves all around. What do they have to beat?
14.
14?
So 2 saved.
So
Oh wait, never mind. I don't know. I'm over here looking at his dice. Shut up.
but yes, 2 of them saved. So actually, it's going to be the 2 furthest from you are the ones that save. Everybody else has failed that save.
Cool. So the ones who save take half damage. Everybody else takes full damage. It is 3d8. So 14, 18, and then 9 for the 2 that saved.
Alright, so 18 damage to...
18 damage to the ones that failed.
Yep. Alright, so they all get taken aback. They all look very angry. And they all surround you.
Of course they did.
Is the guy I stabbed still up?
Wait, do they still get to take their turn? Because we surprised them. Didn't we say they were going? We got to go twice.
Oh, that's right, because they don't get to go this turn because of the surprise action.
Is the guy that Orc hit still up?
Yes.
These guys are stronger than the elves.
They're stronger than the
Yeah.
elves. That's frightening.
He's at like 40 now.
Yeah.
I feel as though I've done something incorrectly, guys. Probably shouldn't have run up into the middle of them like
Oh,
that.
that's fine. I'm here. It'll work out somehow.
Alright,
Hi lads, it's a good thing I've got all this armor on.
Yeah.
so you guys get to go again because they're still surprised.
Nice.
So these guys up here, have they seen us? Or they understand that we're here now?
Oh
or-
yeah, the guards know you're there.
Okay.
Killed 2 of them already.
But clearly the guards aren't much of a threat.
Yeah.
We should probably take them out before they turn into fish people, though.
Yeah. I don't think I'd want to see that.
I don't know.
Can I
if
get
it's
to
a
that guard?
possibility, but
That's within 30 feet, right?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep.
Okay, yep, I attacked the guard.
Alright.
Ooh, 10.
That's unfortunate.
That's not going to hit the guard.
Yep. Bummer.
That's all you can do is in your spider form right now, right?
Because I moved the full 30, right?
Use 25.
You move 25, yeah.
You can move another 5 feet somewhere.
I doubt the ceiling is 5 foot high in this room, so I'm where I'm at.
Remember, there's not a ceiling.
There's no ceiling.
Oh, that's right. There's nothing to climb up. Yeah.
Alright. We'll have the ooze move up 10 feet and hit the one on the side there.
Alright, so the ooze is moving up to this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
14.
14?
Yeah.
Alright.
Was that hit?
14 does hit these guys.
Oh. That's pretty good for me. The ooze pulls through. Nine damage.
9 damage?
Yep.
Alright, so it's going to take him up to 18 total. Alright, and what is Oric doing?
Oric is going to bonus action hex the one in front of me, and so I'll do strength. I'll say strength for the one that he has disadvantage on,
Alright.
and then I'll start swinging at him. Nat 20.
Oh!
Crit!
So that is.
I like the smell of crit in the morning.
I'm not going to smite him because I already have an extra attack. So that is 14 damage.
14 damage?
Yep.
Alright, so you strike that one, and when you do, it knocks the creature out of its fish form and back into elf form.
What?
This didn't happen to the ones upstairs. I'll swing at the new one in front of me then. That is a 25.
Gonna hit.
Oh, I didn't roll my hex for the last one anyway. Can I move the hex onto this one now since the last one died, or?
It's the same one.
It's the same
Okay.
one.
Same creature.
I'm glad it doesn't have to transfer them.
It works kind of like a druid's wild shape.
Okay.
They can take these fish forms.
Does transfer over from the fish form to the
The damage.
other one? Yeah.
Yeah.
I might as well roll my d6 now then, so I don't forget from the hex. 6 damage. All right, on this one. That's 19.
19 damage.
Yeah.
All right. Before or after the 6 from your hex?
That's with the 6 from the hex.
Okay.
13 without the 6.
Oh, okay. But your other attack did how much damage?
13.
13. Okay, yeah. So that ends her.
Nice.
Okay.
Even with your fancy fish tricks, you're no match. And then I'll take a step closer so I can get more in the middle with the cleric.
All right.
Yeah.
And Red, you're up.
Alright, so since that one is down, I'm going to move. If I move 5 more up, does that get these guys in range? It should.
It'll get this one, but not that
Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
one. Okay.
I'm going to cast it. Here's my new pretty dice. I'm gonna cast it on. Yeah, we're gonna cast it right here. Actually, I can cast it in the same space as them. Correct?
Yes. And you can see him.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I can see him, right? So yeah, so it's gonna be cast on the same spot as this elf.
All right.
Roll a hit. 16.
That hits. So your spectral weapon appears right beside him and slashes at him. Is it an axe that you usually use for your spiritual weapon?
Yes, it is an axe I use for my spiritual weapon. 5 damage.
5 damage?
Yeah.
All right.
Those are bonus attacks. So I'm going to. I can't cast again. So I'm just going to hit the guy in front of me with my hammer. My new hammer.
Thunderwave hammer?
My new hammer. Oh, I do have Thunderwave, don't I? I can't. I would hit you guys with it.
I'm sturdy. The woman upstairs cast it on me like 2 times.
Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna hit the guy in front of me. $17.
That's it.
10 damage.
Okay.
And I am done.
You're done. Okay.
That's
So on
it.
the beginning of their turn, they have to make wisdom saving throws. There's 6 of them.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right. So the guard actually saves.
Okay.
All right. So it's these 2 here fail, and the
Okay.
rest save.
Alright, so the rest take half damage. Hold on, let me make sure I'm doing this right, because I don't think I did enough weapon damage last time. I didn't do enough damage last time. So it's 10, 14. 14. So the 2 that take full damage take 14 damage, and the other 4 take
7.
7. Thank you.
Okay. So add 7 to that guy. All right. And so this one takes 14.
That
This one takes 7.
Those 2
Oh,
take
these
14. They'll both take 14.
14. The rest of them take 7.
Yes.
All right.
So that's 25.
And that's the low side. And the rest of them have a little more than that. All right. And now they finally get to go.
Yeah, fish people.
At which point, they are going to fall back and get out of the range of your spirit guardians.
Cowards! Do they? Isn't that where like the black mist and stuff is? Where they just pass right through it?
Yeah, they just pass right through it.
Can we see them?
They are slightly obscured, but you can kind of see through it. It's like you're looking through fog.
Okay.
Did they disengage or run away?
That's a good point.
They disengaged.
Okay.
Double cowards.
The guards run away as well. At which point you see the shadow of something fly overhead.
What do I see? Another shadow person?
What was that, lads?
As you look up, you see a familiar young woman who now has wings. And so she flies across you and circles around.
Hi, lads. Is this your girl?
The spider
That's
hisses
the
a
one.
lot.
And she says, "Come on, guys. Like, why are you always trying to spoil everybody's fun?"
We're just trying to get our education here, okay? If you didn't lock up the well, we wouldn't be in this situation.
To be fair, lass, I wasn't there.
Yeah, I don't know you.
I know.
Yeah, she's your replacement. She's like a million times better, okay?
Hey,
So don't even
yeah.
think about joining back, alright? We don't want you.
Oh, that hurts.
Well, I feel like it can't be hard to beat you.
Oh. That's kind of true, but
But she says, "Well, we'll see when I summon the avatar of Lord Zareth."
you could try. He's a crusty old
You
elf.
had the war council ask for help.
Yeah, that'd be terrible. Who knows what would happen if they were here?
At which point, a creepy figure appears behind Auric.
Lord Z, I presume.
He looks rather old and
Yeah.
withered, pale gray skin, what's left of an elfish face, and he snarls at you and says, "Come to me, my son."
I'll kind of turn around and look at him and be like, man, they modeled the fish folk after you, huh?
At which point he surrounds you with black, slimy tentacles.
Oh,
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
oh. Is it poison?
It's not poison.
Oh. Okay. 14.
14?
Yeah.
Alright, so you do not save, and you're going to take. You take 6 necrotic damage. So he's surrounded himself with these dark tentacles.
Okay, okay. I see how it's gonna be, Lord Z. I thought we were buddies from back then, you know. We teamed up, we killed the Genesis monster thing, but if that's how it's gonna be.
And Goliath, you're up.
Goliath's gonna try to web him.
You're gonna try to web?
Web him.
Alright. You rolled a hit, or does he roll a save with that web?
No, you rolled a hit. Range rough and attack.
Alright.
That's 9, 11, 9 and 5, 14.
14 to hit Lord Z?
Yep.
You hit.
Yeah.
Okay, the target is restrained. He can make a DC 12 strength check to bust out on a success, otherwise he is restrained. Get him.
Nice.
So he's restrained, and Auric, it's your turn.
Does restrain mean that we get advantage on him?
It does.
That's even better. I'll pull it up. Let's see. restrained.
So, Oric, what are you doing?
I'm gonna have the ooze move 10 spaces and get over next to him.
In 2 spaces?
Yeah,
10 feet?
10 feet, 2 spaces.
Oh, he's been eating a lot. He's pretty big.
Yeah.
Suze needs a diet.
21.
21's gonna hit.
Don't eat my webs.
I don't know. I'm aiming for the head.
Of course you are, lad.
I always aim for the head.
I'm sure you do.
16.
16.
Yeah, damage.
All right. 16 on that.
Yeah.
And
Is he holding up better than the other ones? He's still alive?
oh yeah, he's still alive.
I'm turning around then.
Okay.
And I'll take a step closer to him. Me and the ooze will tag team him. I'll move the hex onto him, and I'll start swinging. That is another 21. What do you guys think? You think he's the bad guy? The big bad?
I don't know.
I got some spell slots. I'll smite him.
All right.
He's undead, right?
Yeah, he is undead, so I do bonus damage.
Yeah, you get an extra D8 on that.
Oh, I feel bad for you, Lord Z. We could have been buddies. $20 damage.
20 damage.
Yeah,
Alright.
for that one, and then I get my extra attack. Another 21. 13s are liking me. That is 7. Oh, I keep forgetting my hexes, so I have to roll my d6s. 7. 15.
15.
Yep.
All right.
How much was that altogether? I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
got a 20 and a 15, so 30.
35.
35 damage.
30 and then 15 additional.
So you imbue your magic elf sword with your holy smite,
And then the
He's at 51.
hex on top of it, so it'll be a little purple or something too.
all right. Well, as you attack him, he reacts with one of his legendary actions,
Ooh.
and he transforms into a necrotic whirlwind.
I think he is the big bad guy.
That sounds just like him. He is the kind of guy to transform
Can he do it
into
while
a-
he's restrained?
Ooh.
I don't see why not.
Because he's restrained, dagnabbit. We said so.
He doesn't have to move his hands to do this?
It's not a spell. It's a legendary action.
We tried.
It was worth a shot.
Worth a shot.
Yeah, in fact, it says when he turns into the whirlwind, he is immune to a whole list of things, including being restrained.
Oh.
So he kind of spirals around, snaps your web, and he's actually going to end up right over here next to the spider.
Do I get an opportunity attack on him?
No, he's in whirlwind form. He's still swirling around, kind of hovering above the spider in his whirlwind state.
This is just like him. Just like him.
You know this fella, lad?
Briefly.
Nice.
He mostly lives inside of that one.
Is he immune to smoke? I'll open a smoke bottle and fill him with smoke.
Smoke him out. It's gonna be a smoked battle.
That one, the last.
Yeah, that flying one over
He
there.
lives inside the last.
Yeah.
Ah.
Nice.
Probably won't die until we kill her.
So Red is up.
Lads, do you want me to go for him or do you want me to go for the fish people?
Either or. Player's choice.
I've still got some tricks up my sleeve.
Lad, you can't even get to him.
Oh, I don't need to get to him what I'm gonna do.
5, 10, 15, 20. So this is 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15.
Nice.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I was gonna say they lined
I
up in a
wanna hit
line like
more.
that. I was like, man, these guys gotta get a better strategist. You don't want to line up in a line.
5, 10, 15, 20. So this is still on this guy. So I'm gonna attack with that. $11 seems to be the magic number. 16.
16 hits the guard.
5 damage.
Alright, the guard is wounded.
And then I'm gonna swing at this guy.
Alright. Is that that's the second time you've hit the guard with your spiritual
That is
weapon.
the second time we've hit the guard.
Yeah, so that's gonna finish him off.
Sweet. The spiritual weapon still has 5 movement, so I'm gonna put him sitting right there.
Alright.
17 to hit that guy.
Alright, you hit him.
That sucks.
Do you hit him with your thunder waves? If you're
Sorry,
all by
guys.
yourself?
No. Oh, I should have done that.
Well, you still can't you? You swung it already. You just have to use a spell slot.
It counts as an action, and since I've swung, I've already done my action.
But you struck him with your magic hammer. How much damage you do to him?
Hang on a second, I'm trying to figure that out. 5, just 5.
It's 5? Okay.
And that's my turn.
Pretty good.
So they all start their turn in all of the ones who start their turn in my thingy
Have to make your saving
have to
throws.
make a saving throw, yeah. So I think that's all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Alright. Well, actually, before their turn,
Hate legendary actions.
at the end of your turn, Lord Zareth uses another legendary action, and I'm going to need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
I don't wanna.
Classic Lord Z. Oh, classic $50 pair of cursed dice.
I don't make it. I think that's a 4 altogether.
Alright, so the dark swirling energy of this place gathers around your face, and you are blinded.
Oh,
I mean, that's not terrible.
But you're blinded until the end of your next turn.
That's not considered an attack, correct?
No, you don't take damage, so you don't have to
Okay.
make a concentration check.
I'm blinded until the end of my next turn.
You were blinded.
Forever. It's worse than I thought.
Yeah, until the end of your next turn.
Okay. It's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not bad. Alright. So now it's their turn.
now they
So-
gotta make their saves.
Now they're going to make their saving throws. So the 2 on the end make their saves.
The rest of them don't.
The rest of them don't.
All 7 of them? You
Oh,
rolled for all 7 of
I
them?
didn't roll for the guard. Oh, the tiefling's flying high enough that she's not in there. Swirling effects.
Oh, I guess there is no ceiling, so I'll allow it. Nice, not bad. 12, 16 plus 3, 19. So the ones that take full damage are 19. The ones that take half damage are 9. Thank you. I can math.
Alright, so these ones get knocked out of their fish form back into their elf form.
D&D Transformers.
What a bunch of nerds. Jeez. Why can't they just stay fish people and die like the ones upstairs?
Well, because the ones upstairs were mutants. These are the ones that survived the process. Or, well, the mutants survived the process. They just didn't turn out like what they intended them to turn out like.
Fair.
So they all gather around you and make their attacks.
I'm sure they do.
I can't help you if
Which
you're all the way over
all
there.
have advantage right now because I'm blind. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Great. Great.
So let's see. Does a 17 doesn't hit you, does
Sure
it?
doesn't.
All right.
Keep rolling like that, buddy.
So that's a 19.
Nope.
Getting closer though.
You're getting closer, but no cigar.
And that's just one of them.
That's just one?
They get 2 attacks.
Oh my god.
And they get, that's gonna hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh no.
So that's 1 hit. That's a crit.
Oh
But the next one doesn't hit. That's gonna be another
So
hit.
that's three hits, one being a crit.
And there's one more attack. 19?
19 does not hit.
Alright, so that's only 3 hits in the crit.
3 hits. No, 2 hits in
2
a
hits
crit.
in the crit. Alright. So let's see how much damage is that
That
gonna
could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse.
Oh man.
Until he picks up a handful of dice.
Tells you kids, armor class is important.
It's a lot of d6s.
Why are you picking up so many d6s?
Because you got hit. Actually, I guess that's one too many d6.
Oh.
Oh my god.
This is for 1 attack.
Well, at least I rolled 2 ones out there.
I'll take it.
Alright, so that's 4, 6, so that makes a total of 10, 16, 18 damage.
Alright, that's not bad.
With the crit?
That's with the crit. That's,
Oh, that was good.
yeah, that could have been a lot worse.
Could have been a lot worse. You said
Yeah.
how much? 14? 16?
Yep.
18. 18.
That is your spirit king of concentration.
It is.
So you're gonna have to make a concentration check on your spirit guardians.
Is that, do I make an individual one for each hit, right? Or do I make one for the whole thing?
Just to keep it from being confusing, make 1, and you only took 18 damage, so
Yeah.
you just have to be a 10.
Go big or go home, right?
Oh, you're sticking with that one?
No, I'm not.
Okay. I was about to say.
12.
Alright, you make your concentration check.
Nice.
And then as their bonus action,
Oh.
these 3
They
Turn-
merge into something?
they turn
No,
they turn
what?
back into fish people.
Are you kidding me?
That is busted.
They look much healthier now that they're
I
back.
bet they do.
Yeah.
I bet they do look much healthier.
Oh.
You hear Red shouting obscenities.
Dwarven obscenities.
Yeah.
I'll look back over my shoulder. Oh, it doesn't sound like it's going good back there.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright. And your old tiefling friend flies over to you and attacks you with her magic battle axe.
Bold of her to come right next to me.
And one of those is actually going to hit. That's going to be a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Of course, you also feel the presence of her dark magic as you've been hexed. So that's 14 damage from her hit. And apparently whatever deal she made with whatever dark power gave her the flyby attack. So she
Goodness.
has 20 more feet of movement and she flies this direction.
I'll keep that in mind.
It's probably too high for you to reach, too.
Well, I got a plan for that too.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Alright, and then Lord Z gets to go.
Oh, his other thing was a legendary action. It wasn't his attack, right?
Yeah, he was using his legendary actions on your turns.
Okay.
So he reaches out and touches you with his dark magic, or at least tries to. I'm assuming a 20 hits your spider form.
Yes.
You actually looked it up. That's great.
Well, because I have +2 from the robe, so I couldn't remember. Oh, is this a
Does that
magical
count
effect?
Does that count in spider form?
Is this a magical
It
effect?
is a magical effect.
So I have advantage on saves and whatever else.
All right. Well, his touch alone, he kind of claws you with his gnarled, bony hand, and you take 12 damage from that attack, and then you get advantage on your Constitution saving throw.
So, I need to say I'm raging before I shapeshift, right? In order to be raging.
Or
I
at
think you
least
could get angry as a spider.
Well, what I'm saying is I don't take half damage now
because you haven't raged.
because I haven't raged yet.
Right. But
What
because
are you, a
raging.
barbarian druid?
yeah.
How did I not know that?
Yeah.
So it's Constitution, so you'd be using the Constitution of the spider.
So it's 12, and then the robe gives me another 2, so it's 14.
14?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's not enough.
Okay.
So you take an additional 9 necrotic damage
Alright.
as he drains the life out of you.
So it was 12 the first time, right? And 9 the second?
Right.
Alright. Okay, we're still the spider. By a thread.
By the thread.
By a web.
All right. Well, he also, after he claws at you with his nasty hand, and you're still in spider form,
Yeah.
he looks at you with a menacing glare in his eyes, and his eyes burn with like green fire. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Which I have advantage on, right?
Yep, still have advantage because of your magic robe that you're wearing.
Come on, Robe, do some work.
Throw these dice out.
Feel you. I got some I'd like to throw at
nope.
myself.
14.
No? 14?
Yep.
Alright. Okay, so you are frightened to the end of your next turn.
No, I'm Ghostwise Halfling. I'm not frightened.
Okay.
Oh, that's right, you're not frightened.
Oh man. Lord Z, what a big blunder.
As I stick up the middle leg.
What was your total roll? 14?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. And that's all for Lord Z.
Nice.
So we're back to the top.
Which is me, right? Yeah.
Yep. Druid,
How-
Barbarian, Spider.
How high is our friend flying there?
She is. Well, she attacked the dwarf, so she's only about 8 feet off, or probably like 6 feet off the
We're
ground.
definitely trying to web her up.
All right. Try to restrain her as she flies.
Well, she should fall to the ground, right?
If you restrain her, yes.
So it's 17?
17's gonna work.
Nice.
All right, so she falls to the ground. Actually, it would just be 1 die damage. All right. So yeah, so she is down. You have wrapped her up in your web.
Nice. Alright, my turn.
And she, as she lays on the ground looking at you,
And I do the little.
she's like, nice trick. I haven't seen that one before. All right, Auric, you're up. Or actually, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Lord G's going to use one of his legendary actions.
Of course he is.
How many does he get?
He gets 3 every round.
Every round.
But some of them cost 2 actions.
Ah.
All right, so he is going to. All right, so he utters a curse on you. Give me another Constitution saving throw.
he hates you. He is just.
He's not happy. He must be afraid of spiders.
I guess so.
Ooh, I can re-roll that, thank God. 12, 16.
16?
Yeah.
All right, you save.
Nice.
Nice.
Only by the grace of the rogue.
If it wasn't for your halfling luck. All right. Now it's your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna run over to him if I can.
7, 15, 20. Yep, you can just barely get there.
Hey, awesome.
Well, I guess it'd be shorter to go that way. That works.
Even better. Save me some movement. And the ooze can't reach her, but I'll have the ooze menacingly slither its way closer. I'll start swinging at him. Non-nat 20?
Nat 20?
No, non-nat 20.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Swinging your magic elven sword.
Might as well smite him again. He's being a thorn in our sides.
Don't forget, he's undead.
Yeah. So I get my other one.
And he's hexed, right?
Yeah, plus it's hex, so that's even better. I gotta remember to do my 6.
It's a nice roll. It's a really nice roll.
Yeah. 29.
For it.
29?
Yeah.
Alright. He does not like that at all. He instantly uses his other legendary action
See, you traitor!
to
You
stare
coward!
to stare at you once again with his evil burning green eyes.
Oh,
Make a Constitution saving throw.
okay. 19.
I feel like that should be the same.
What was it? 19?
19.
You saved.
You should know, I am the bane of casters everywhere at this point. And then I get my other attack. How's he looking? Is he bloodied or is he still
Got 80.
healthy?
80.
He's pretty beat up. Yeah, you guys have done some damage to him.
I got another spell slot. I'll see him. That is a 17.
17?
Yeah.
Alright.
Does that hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. I might as well smite him again. I got another one. $30.
30?
30?
Yep.
Nice. So what's he at now? 100 and something?
110.
Yeah, he's hurting. You just put 10. We'll know that he's got 100. Alright, and that was Oric's turn. So Red is up.
Decisions. 5, 10, 15. We're gonna move my spiritual weapon. Not like you guys actually need any help, but we're gonna move my spiritual weapon.
If you
top
kill
of
him
hand.
this turn, it'd be great. No more legendary actions for him.
We're gonna roll to attack with my spiritual weapon. It's not going to hit.
You better take those dice to your church, your cleric church, and get them blessed.
Oh, I knew what I was gonna do. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself. I get 13 hit points back,
Nice.
and that's my turn.
Alright. And so the fish cultists.
Make wisdom saving throws before they do anything.
Yep. So that one fails. But that's one of the ones that's in its new form.
Yeah.
And that one fails. So these three will take half damage. I mean, yeah.
Those 3 take full damage, the other 2 take half damage.
These 2 failed.
Yeah.
Yes. So these.
No, you said those 2 succeeded.
You're right. My bad. So these 3 take full damage.
That's unfortunate. 4, 7, 10. So the 3 that failed take 10, and the 2 that succeeded take 5.
Okay. All right. But 10 is enough to knock these back into their elf form.
That sucks. They're just gonna change right back.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like a vicious circle.
They're much easier to kill if you can attack them when they're in elf form.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't do that all over here by myself, and at least I'm not blind anymore.
That's true. You're not blind anymore, so they don't have advantage to hit you.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. So that's your turn.
Oh no, that was their turn. That was the beginning of their turn.
That's the beginning of their turn.
Yeah, that was the spiritual weapon.
So
Roll your handful of d20s.
They like suck.
Actually, so none of them hit you with their first attack.
Like, oh right, I forget they have 2 attacks.
I don't think any of them
Hit
hit
me
you.
with their second attack either. Yes!
You're doing great over there. You're holding them off.
This is why AC is important, kids.
But these two turn back into fish form.
Of course they do. That's fine. I'll take it. I'm keeping them busy over there. You guys take care of them.
We'll be back soon. I just gotta stab this guy a couple
You
more
guys take care
times.
of the other ones, lad. Don't forget about the one that's tied up.
Oh yeah, the ooze is making its way over.
All right, what strength check does she need to break out of your...
I think you said it's 12.
12.
All right, so she breaks free from your web, and she's going to fly right past you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
I'll yell "coward" as she runs by, flies by.
It's your typical MO to leave.
Oh, and
that's sad.
she crits you with her battle axe as she goes by.
I want to use my shield. Disadvantage.
Nice. Good job. Good going.
That's kind of what I do.
Did 12 hit you, though?
No.
In spider form?
14.
14? All right. So you block the attack with your shield.
Nice. I'll high five one of your legs.
All right, at which point Lord Zareth utters a dark curse upon you.
Oh.
Who?
Yeah, which you?
I think it's about to be at least 2 of you.
Oh.
This is a magical effect, right?
It is. So you're both going to need to make Constitution saving throws as a swarm of locusts
Oh man.
surrounds you.
This guy and his Constitution saves 9.
9?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Why didn't you make that when I used the really nasty attack?
19.
19?
I can deal with some bugs, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
There's some pretty
What's
vicious.
everybody's hit points at? Where are you at? Do I need to be healing you guys?
I'm at 31.
Oh, you're all right. How about you? Oh, you're a spider.
Alright. Alright, so that is 17 damage and
Oh, okay.
8 damage.
All right, I'll get rid of it.
14.
Are you
Okay.
out of spider form with that?
Yeah, because the rope doesn't do anything for damage, right?
No.
No. Yep, I am now the halfling.
So you're back in halfling form. Alright, so now I'm going to mark this sphere. So 5, 10, 15. I'm going to use a different color because you've got the black dice for your ooze.
I mean, really, the ooze isn't going to be involved in anything unless someone goes over there from this point on.
All right, so yeah, so the insect swarm basically, so that's a pretty big area. It like goes off the map, so it's like here. It's like a circle this
Okay.
way. So kind of like that. So the ooze would actually have to make a Constitution saving throw against the insect swarm as well.
Yeah.
10?
Yeah.
All right, so he's going to take the same damage you did.
17. Still up.
Okay.
Okay.
And I think, yeah, that's everybody. Yep.
Yeah.
We're back to the top, Goliath. I assume you're going to rage now.
Yeah. And I'll cast Milf's Acid Arrow.
Oh, you're not going to turn into something big?
Oh, you raged.
So Acid Arrow roll to hit.
Yes. I don't know. Let me see.
If it's a roll, I think it's a roll to hit, which means you'd have disadvantage. Which means we have
Oh,
5 feet
because
of
we're in
range.
melee range or whatever?
He can keep rage if he turns into something big and bad, right?
Yeah,
Is
but
that how
that'd
that
be
works?
both of his actions.
Isn't rage a bonus action?
So is Wild Shape. So that'd have to be his
Oh,
action.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the tricky part is being able to.
Sad panda.
So raging is my what? Action or
Bonus
action?
Bonus action, so you can still
So if
attack
I
or
wanna
cast a
shape-
spell, but if you shapeshift, it would take your second action.
Takes my second action.
And you wouldn't be able to do anything else.
All the
So
cool
melee
stuff.
spell attack would not be a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay, I cast Primal Savagery.
Oh, that sounds cool, whatever that does.
It says you channel primal magic to cause your teeth or fingernails to sharpen, to deliver a corrosive attack. Make a spell attack, melee spell attack against one creature within 5 feet. On a hit, the target takes 1d acid.
Pretty cool.
I imagine since you were last in spider form, you just grow an extra pair of spider fangs on your halfling face and bite them.
Nice.
You really want to be biting that thing? Come on.
You don't have a choice, man. Oh, that's nothing. Nat 20!
Oh,
Nice.
man.
Nice.
You might eat him. He might consume his essence.
Where is the 10?
110.
Do I have my spell attack for that? Is that what we do?
Yeah,
believe
spell
so,
attack.
yeah.
Not to hit, not damage.
Yeah, okay. No, yeah, so 8.
8 damage?
Yep.
Alright, so you pounce on him and dig your fangs into his neck. The acid starts to eat away his flesh, and he withers
Oh, man.
and collapses.
Great job.
Hi, lads. I see you're doing work over there.
Oh, yeah, we're working on it.
As I pointed to Tiefling.
And she says, "Oh, I'm not done yet."
Well, it's not your turn yet.
Alright. Warwick, you're up. No more legendary actions for me.
That's good. Is she up in the air?
She is.
How far?
About 20 feet.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to chuck a jab.
Could chuck a javelin, or I could cast a spell, depending on how good her wisdom is, I think.
She does have. Well, I guess she doesn't have an undead lord in her anymore, right?
That's true.
Yeah, I'll try and cast Hold Person on her, so she has to make a wisdom save.
Which she does not.
Nice. So she'll drop 20 feet and be paralyzed.
So far, all the damage she's taken has been from falling out of the
Damage.
sky.
How much damage has she taken?
She took 1 when she fell last time.
Okay.
That'll teach her. That'll
Yeah,
teach her to.
that's 14 damage there from that fall.
And let's see if I don't have any good bonus actions. Then I'll just run over next to her. And I'll have the ooze start making its way that
Oh,
way.
did you knock her down?
I held
Oh,
person her
just
so
10,
she's
right?
paralyzed.
Nice.
Yeah. So if you attack her, it's an automatic crit.
Alright, so she is held. Red, what are you doing?
Bonus action. Gonna move my spiritual weapon 5, 10, 15. Where are you? You're right there. 20. Is she right here?
Yeah, she should be in that square right there. Yeah, so you can get to
I'm
her.
gonna move it on top of her. You said if I hit, it's an automatic crit.
Because she's paralyzed, I think that's fine.
So it's an automatic crit. Is that right?
Paralyzed creatures incapacitated, automatically fails. You have advantage, and any hit is a crit.
Oh, I have advantage and any
Yeah.
hit is a crit. Okay. 20.
You hit?
Nice.
13 points of damage for my spiritual weapon.
Alright.
Decisions. to use my action to disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So, 1, 2, 3, wait, 5, 10, 15. 15?
Yep.
5, 10, 15. She is nicely in that circle. 5, 10, 15. None of them are. But I'll take it. Alright, I'm done.
All right.
Did I heal you? I never healed you.
No. You want to heal me?
I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm going to. I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
That's okay.
I mean, I can't now because
How bad are you?
Wait, did I? No, I used
Are
my
you
action
bad?
to disengage.
I'm at 14. I could probably hang in there for a little, maybe.
When does... I can bring you back up. I can bring you back
Alright.
up. Nobody's going to do enough damage to kill you.
Unless they can do almost 60 damage.
Huh?
A little bit over 60 damage. You can heal me and I can come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be alright. You'll be alright.
All right.
I mean, they can't move. They can't move that far.
As you see,
Ooze!
Oh yeah, your use is over here.
Is he gonna take an opportunity
oh
attack?
yeah.
How did they travel? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
an
the ooze will
opportunity
get
attack.
the ooze will get an opportunity attack. They were focused on you. They probably didn't see him because he was blended in with the.
Yeah. Looks like a slick rock.
They want just outside of
Well,
those
just,
weapons.
yeah, I was noticing that myself.
Oh, that 20!
Oh
Crit! For the ooze!
Ooze gets a nat 20.
$22.
22.
Yep.
Oh, for this guy?
That guy.
Yeah.
All right. So back in elf form.
Nobody expects the ooze.
Nobody expects.
Especially when it's on the whole other side of the battlefield.
All right. Well, they are all hurling javelins at the dwarf.
Oh,
Which door?
Oh, sorry, the cleric.
oh!
Yeah.
Thanks for tanking them.
Gotcha.
Mine's a concentration, so that
Gotcha,
could
lad.
that could be bad.
We'll see what happens. They didn't hit me last time, bud.
19.
19 does not hit.
All right. So neither of those hit. All right, that's a 22. That's gonna hit. 21. Not a 19. All right, so only 2 of them hit you.
Okay.
So that's 5 and 3. That's a total of 8 damage. And 2 concentration checks.
See, last time when it was 3 hits, it was only 1.
Well, that's because I.
We might need a little help.
So, what is concentration? What do I add to it?
You add your spell casting modifier.
Oh, okay.
your
So
wisdom
an
plus
18,
3.
so a 22, 23 and a 13.
All right, you're good.
Nice.
So you maintain your call on the radiant spirits surrounding you.
I really like this spell.
It's a nasty spell. All right, and it's on her turn that she gets to make a saving throw against your.
At the end of her turn.
At the end of her turn.
So she saves.
But she doesn't do anything else. because
Too
it was the
bad
end
for
of
her.
turn.
So but she's no longer
Paralyzed.
paralyzed.
Oh, but is she still on the ground?
Yeah, 'cause she would have to use her movement to get up, which she can't do if it's the end of her turn. She does need to make a save against your spirit guardian, though, right?
Did she enter? Yeah.
You put her in it.
Yeah.
Oh, she saved on that. That's 2 20s in a row on saving throws.
Yeah, if she wasn't paralyzed, that would have been a 20 against us.
She actually should have taken that saving throw. I guess it doesn't matter. The saving throw should have happened first before
Yeah.
she saved against them.
But either way, they were both 20s,
Yeah.
so she saved on both of them. And we're back to the top of Goliath. halfling, druid, barbarian.
We got all our spells in our rings.
Oh shoot! I didn't even think about our rings.
That's how I cast the
So-
whole person.
How many of these guys can I hit 60 feet if I cast Ice Knife this way?
I mean, they're all in range of your ice knife.
Not the cleric, though, right? Like I
I mean,
can
how
catch
much
these
damage does
4.
an ice knife do?
Well, the range of 60 feet is how far you can.
Where I can
Shoot.
place it, right?
Yeah. But then when it explodes, I think it's only 5 feet each direction. Right?
Yeah. So on a hit, the target takes 1d piercing. The shard then explodes. Yeah. So if I cast it, we want to finish them off in elf form, right?
Yes, they need to be hit in elf form.
So you got that one next to you.
But if you hit, no, that's 5 right there.
So I'll just cast poison spray on that one right there.
All right.
So that's to make a con
Con
save.
save. So that's only a 13 for the con
It
save.
fails.
How much damage is it?
How much damage does it take? It's going to take 1d12 poison. 12.
12.
Oh, nice.
Nice. All right, so she is definitely badly wounded by your poison spray.
You got anything else up your sleeve?
Bonus action? Can I cast? I can't cast again for bonus action, right?
Oh, it's a cantrip.
I can.
Oh, you can cast a cantrip. Do you have any damage cantrips?
Yeah. I know that the poison spray is a cantrip, but I can cast primal savagery again. That's a cantrip too.
Is that a bonus action?
Sure. Why not? Right? Well, I'm asking. It is.
Well, he
Either
just
that, or I
used-
can go over and hit her with the staff.
Yeah, one of those. Or you could.
Well, the poison spray is your action.
Yeah.
So to hit the.
You would need a
staff-
bonus
staff
action.
is your-
So the cantrip, though, the primal savagery would be.
Is it a bonus action or is it an action?
It says one action. Yeah, it
So
doesn't
it's
say
an
bonus
action.
action.
Yeah. Yeah, the druid. I don't think the druid has any bonus action stuff they can do.
Could
really.
wild shape.
You could wild shape. I mean, it won't do any damage, but you could wild shape.
Set it up for next turn.
I can hex from the ring. I can hex it.
Oh, you could.
I don't know if that'll do anything now.
Is magic missile a bonus action or an action?
Action. Yeah. I mean, if you had hexed before, then that hex would have added damage to
Your
your.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Besides just, yeah.
But yeah, you can go ahead and use your bonus action to wild shape. That way you can use your bonus action next turn to rage.
Well, I'm already raging,
He's already
right?
ready.
Oh, you're already raging.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So the raging doesn't give any more damage on magical attacks. Then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
I guess I'll wild shape into the bear.
Nice.
I'm back. Break out the special moves.
I might do more damage if I just stand here and stab her, though.
All right then.
If that doesn't work, I'll come back if she starts taking off.
All right. So Oric, you're up.
All right.
You got advantage to hit her because she's still on the ground.
That's even better.
Well, I didn't move at all, right? I
No,
didn't
you
move
did
at
not
all,
move.
right?
Do you want to move?
You can use your movement.
Yeah, I'll move closer to her because
You guys.
as far as I can get.
All right. Yeah. Well, your bear movement. You
Oh
can use it.
yeah.
So now you're flanking.
Yeah, I got a +2 now. Yeah, just gonna try and hit her. 27.
27 hits.
Now I'm busting out the level 2 smites. Is she still undead since Z had possessed her? Or is she?
She's not
Okay,
undead.
well. Oh well.
Is she a fiend now or anything? Or
No, that doesn't do anything. 23?
Did you hex her?
Oh wait, that's 23 without my +9. 28, and then 32?
32.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
And that's only my first attack.
Okay.
60.
60.
How's she looking?
Not good.
Okay. Well, I'll be like, you should have thought twice before you abandoned the party. 29.
That hits.
Okay.
Second level smites.
You're rolling lights out over there.
I'm a con. Well, I have plus 10 to hit with the. Oh. $18.
18?
Yep.
Describe how you kill her.
Hey! Let's get it!
I think you know my preferred method of execution. Head's coming off, and as it flips in the air, I'm going to open up the bag and catch it.
Your divine sword slices off her head and
Yeah.
open the bag and catch it.
Yep, drop it in with the rest, zip it closed.
Good riddance.
Alright. Red, you are up, and there's some very scared fish creatures.
They should be.
I'll turn around and your heads are going in here next.
Do you want a drink?
10, 15.
What do you want?
Alright, bonus action. I'm gonna attack that one with my spiritual weapon.
The purple one.
Oh, gee, I forgot. My ooze is there. I completely forgot about
Oh,
the ooze
shoot,
since it's
yeah.
out, so I want to have that come and attack real quick before
Who's that gonna attack?
the elf guy. Does a 15 hit?
15 hits and elf
Oh.
form. Yep.
14 damage.
Alright. You finish her off.
Nice. Another elf for the ooze.
Alright, so my spiritual weapon moved here is gonna hit that guy. Did not hit. And then I am going to move. Let's see. I'm gonna have to do some things. Hold on a second.
Yep, you got it.
Does that get everybody?
Yeah. Hit everybody that way.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack him. Actually, I'm gonna Thunder Wave.
Nice.
I forgot what Thunder Wave does. Hold on a second, let me look it up.
It's a 15-foot cube, so you'd be able to hit all 3 of these.
All 3 of those.
2d8 damage, and it's a Constitution save.
So a Constitution save.
And anyone that fails get pushed 10 feet away from you.
What's the save?
Oh wait, no, I don't want him. No, I don't want him pushed away.
You don't want to
Never
push
mind.
him out of the...
No, I don't want to push him out of the spiritual weapon. So never mind on the Thunder Wave. We'll
Okay,
hold
just
off on
gonna hit
that.
him with your hammer?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit him with my hammer. I'm gonna hit the guy in front of me with my hammer.
Don't push him out of the way.
Yeah, I know, that's why I stopped. 16.
16 hits.
He gets the coolers out.
Nice. 12 points of blunt damage.
Nice.
Blood?
Blunt.
Oh.
Alright.
And
Blood damage would be
that's...
cool. That's for the next campaign
Yeah.
down in hell.
Did I hit him? I hit him with my spiritual weapon, right? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Or I tried to. I think I did hit him. I'm done.
Okay.
So they start their turn and
They start their turn and they need to make their saves.
Yep.
Alright. So this guy fails. Is it 15 saves?
15 saves, yes.
Okay. Oh wait, is it a wisdom save or con save for this one?
It's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save, okay. Then these 2 fail. Because I only got a 4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
14 is the number to beat, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I only got a 13 with him. Is it 3d8?
Yeah, it's 14. Yeah, no, I was checking about the save DC.
The swirling spirits of your spirit guardians.
23 to the ones
good
that
spell.
saved,
Yeah.
and
Playing off
11
the
to the
flesh.
ones that fail.
11 to the ones that fail.
11 to the ones that fail.
Alright.
So these 2 failed, these 2 saved, right?
Right. Alright, so these are going to get knocked into elf form.
Alright, guys.
And at that point, they are going to disengage and they all run for the water. And they dive into the underground lake.
Alright, how's everybody health-wise?
I'm still hanging in there on 14.
Shoot, I forgot that I was supposed to... You gotta remind me on my turn that I'm supposed to heal you.
I'm hanging in there. What do you think? You want to take me over there or no? You want to just leave it? Well,
What?
can we see him in the water still or?
They didn't come up. They
They
dove
just went
in
straight
swimming down.
I think we should search what's her name.
Yeah. Check her. Check
Yeah.
Lord Z's. Whatever remains of him over
Yeah,
there.
Lord Z and whatever her name was, Cyrillic.
Yeah.
How are you... Oh, sorry, go ahead. You do you.
There are no remains of Lord Z. He just kind of turned into a pile of ash.
Okay.
Typical Lord Z.
How about the tiefling?
Well, the tiefling has her necromancy spellbook on her.
That's a good find. Yeah.
She also has one of the rings.
Oh, we'll definitely take that.
Taking the ring. Extra ring for us.
Her magic battle axe disappears though. That was her hacked weapon.
Understandable. She have any prophet-like related items that the fishmen may have bestowed upon her?
Or gold.
She has 44 gold on her.
That's pretty good.
Is that 44 divided by 3?
Yeah.
It's 11 each.
Well, that would be 33, right?
I'm so sorry.
Come on now. Don't shortchange us here.
So sorry. 14.
There we go.
I don't even know how much money I have because I've been keeping it in 2 different places. And
All right.
So we still have not gone down the well, right, at this
No.
place? Or is
Well,
this
this-
where the well leads?
no, we haven't gone down the well.
Well, when we took the ooze, this was like right around the area where the well was supposed to come
Where the
down.
well was. Well, I guess we need to. Do we search around here or anything? I mean, we're still looking for something here, right?
If you're still looking for the school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh god, we still have to, it's probably down the well, which probably is now.
Well, is it down the well? Is the well a portal, or does the well lead here and it's somewhere on the island? That's what I don't know.
Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to inspect. Okay, so my
I'll
spiritual.
turn to you and I'll be like, what's that stonework? You saw the stonework on that well.
I did see
Describe
the
it to
stonework,
me.
lad. We need to. Why should I describe it to you? You're not blind. All you gotta do is.
I didn't see the well. You went out in your fancy
Oh,
elf
shit, I
form.
did.
Come on now.
Oh God.
If I see a well, I'm gonna know about the well.
I
just
no, I
forget
saw
things.
on the well. I saw the runes that were on my ring, but they were darkened.
Wow. Well, the only other stone down here is that area there, so I guess I'll kind of check out for any runes that she
Yeah,
describes.
let's
See if I can find anything.
Yeah, I want to inspect the. Are these still flaming? Do these still have the
They're never
black
flaming.
shadowy
The
stuff?
swirling mist that was
That
all
one.
that's gone.
Oh.
Yeah.
But the cauldron still kind of lightly ooze a little bit of black mist. They're not ragingly pouring out mist like they were before.
But they still have some.
They still have some of that black mist coming off.
I want to inspect them. What is that, investigation or?
Well, they're up on top of these pillars, so you've got to kind of climb up there. Not that you need to make a roll. I'm just saying
What
you
is
climb.
that? Oh, okay. I was about to say, God dang it.
We're not in combat or anything. You can
Bear
take
goes
your
on
time.
a walk. Does he see anything around the?
He goes on a walk.
Yeah.
Keep safe around the coast. They might get you.
Do I see anything?
What, are you missing any hit points?
As a bear? No.
No, as a halfling. Oh, I guess he wouldn't take.
Yeah, I
melee
can't do anything.
damage.
He never took any damage in that.
You,
I'm at 14.
I'm gonna before I investigate those, I'm gonna come over here and cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds.
Oh man, thank you.
Because I assume we're gonna rest at some point soon.
Yeah, I hope. Because I have no spell slots. I use them all on smites.
You
It's
were
worth it. It was worth it.
You were just pumping out damage left and right. All right, so you
17. Hold on a second. I'm mathing. 20, 22.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Back up to a little above half now.
So
That's
now
good.
I'm inspecting that. And what am I rolling?
you can roll a religion check.
Oh, okay.
You're the person for this.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
I'll help you. I'll yell some encouraging words from the bottom.
You could also use your paladin ability.
Oh, oh,
Evidently, you weren't that encouraging.
oh. I'm not that religious. Maybe I threw you off the
The
track
bear
a
looks
little
over
bit.
like,
Yeah. Did you try hitting it? Maybe if you hit it, that'll
I rolled
help.
a 10.
All right, yeah, you're not sure what's going on with these things.
Oh,
the bear's on the Jungle Book walker out.
Yeah.
Does he see anything?
There does appear to be something large swimming in the water.
oh,
You hear a large roar in the distance.
oh.
It's like a long, windy, dark shadow under the water.
Yeah, don't like that.
You want me to come back? Do you want to try to sleep since you're all out of
I
everything?
don't have any spells. All I have are magical items that help us along the way. Yeah, well, if our search there with the braziers and everything is fruitless, we're on an underground island. Orc's gonna look for buried treasure. Yeah, keep on the inside though. I'm not gonna go near the coast any. Poke around under some trees and stuff.
All right, so you're just searching the island.
Yeah.
Give me a investigation check as you kind of explore.
It's not stone, so this isn't really my area of expertise.
Is
But
there anything else in the center of the room, or is it just the 4 braziers?
It's just 4 braziers.
15.
15?
Yep.
In your searching, you do actually find what looks like a freshly dug up area. You know, maybe someone. It's just the right size for a shallow grave kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They thought they were gonna dig our graves. Little did they know.
Do you dig it up, or you need me to come over there and dig it up?
Well, it's already dug up, isn't it? Or
No.
no, it's filled in.
Yeah.
I'll start digging then. I got a shovel.
All right. You dig down in there.
Yeah.
All right. When you dig down in there, you find a large stone disc that appears to be a symbol you recognize. It's the symbol of the Arcane Academy.
Oh, guys, school stuff this way.
All right.
Yeah, I go over to him.
You pull it out, and it's just a large stone disc that's been carved to look like the symbol of the academy. And of course, in arcane runes around the perimeter, it spells out the word conjuration.
How big was that well you went and looked at?
Was it about the size of this frisbee?
The well would have been a little bigger around than this.
Does this look like it belongs in that area?
Does the stonework match up?
Can we sense anything? Yeah, can we
You
sense
said you were
anything?
exploring this area, right?
I would like to, yes.
All right, give me an investigation check as you're walking around this
Probably
area.
put that thing on my back and
All
we'll
of
walk
my
it over
dice
there.
suck.
Sounds good.
Oh, okay. That wasn't so bad. Hold on a second.
I'll hop down in the hole and I'll
Would have
push.
been the perfect
and
time
you
for
can
the
pull.
horse.
14. 14.
All
I
right.
mean, no, 15. 15.
All right, in the center of this tiled stone area, it's kind of dusty and dirty because it's not like they were keeping the place clean. But you notice there's a circular area in the center that is it's not as old and faded looking as the rest of the tiles.
Did I see the frisbee first? Did I see the frisbee before I investigated, or no? I investigated
You were
before
probably
I saw the
investigating
frisbee.
while he was.
Yeah.
So he's over here like digging up the.
So I take you want me to come over? You're putting the frisbee on my back.
Okay. Yeah. So
I'll
when
get down and I'll push it. You can grab it from above.
I'll tote it on over there.
All right.
Does this look like it fits? As I slowly lean down to
Yeah, and I helped
shove
guide
it
it
off.
in there.
All right. So you kind of place the circle back into the spot where it looks like it used to be. At which point, when you look up at the braziers, like a small kind of spark tries to sputter, as if they're trying to relight, but they don't seem to be able to.
You gotta clear out that smoke.
At which point you can make another religion check to see if it's starting to make sense to you.
Need me to help you again?
Probably.
I'm a
Yeah.
paladin. I can help a little.
the bear is covering his eyes like.
Yeah.
All right, you guys start discussing what you know of religious.
14.
14. Yeah, you figure that the braziers have probably been desecrated.
Oh, hey, wait.
The one time I didn't use my divine sense. Oh, it would have been actually
He
useful.
did say you could use your paladin ability.
I have so many abilities.
Can you
Haven't you just seen this whole
reconsecrate this
battle?
area?
Can I bless? Will bless help?
Yeah, you can cast bless if you want,
Yeah, I'll cast bless and we'll see what happens there.
because you can bless up to 3 targets, right?
Yes. Oh yeah. So I'll cast bless twice and,
Well, you can
and
do
cast
3 and then a second level
Yeah,
if you wanted
oh,
to do 4.
wait,
Or you
yeah.
could just do 2 first.
Yeah, so I'll cast it at second level.
All right, so you bless all 4 of the braziers.
Bless all 4 of them.
All right, in doing so, you lift the defiling curse on them, and they all burst into flame and ignite.
We're doing something here.
What's
your ring?
Like we're making a difference.
Is your ring doing anything? Since my ring is,
Yeah. Well,
somewhere
look
on
at it.
another plane.
Well, you got that extra one.
It's true. I'm holding it in my teeth.
Yeah, maybe. We give you a little piercing on your ear or something.
Yeah, it just turns into a little.
Get you a piercing in here. I like it.
All right, at which point, as the braziers start to burn bright, the disc in the center starts to glow. All of your rings, well, you can't see yours because you're a big furry paw.
I lay one on the ground.
Yeah.
The extra one.
All your rings start to glow, and a portal opens up where the symbol is.
Ooze, go through the portal and come back.
This is similar to how all of the schools have opened up for us, right?
Yeah, kind of. Only one, really, and that was the one that you were here for.
Do I see anything? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do I see anything through the portal?
You gonna stick your head through there? It's
Why
kind
the
of
hell not? Yeah.
it's kind of a glowing blue-green.
Yeah, I'll stick my
We
head through
liked
there.
it when she was around. We're gonna miss you. We'll write something nice for you.
You know how I cut the head off that warlock? I hope that's not your head in about 10 seconds.
We'll put it in the bag though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't worry. We'll keep you around.
it's a bag of the head of my enemies and one friend. Yeah, I'll poke my head through.
All right, you poke your head through the portal, and you pop out on a almost identical-looking island. But it's not, and it's surrounded by water. It's an island, but it's not underground. It's a beautiful sunset in the background, and this kind of orange and purple sky all around. And the island is kind of dancing with little creatures everywhere.
Can I identify the creatures?
I mean, they look like small woodland creatures, like squirrels and chipmunks.
Oh. Dancing squirrels. Okay, so I bring my head out. Aye, lads, it's beautiful over there.
She
At the
still
very
got her
least.
head.
I do still have my head. I'm gonna go in. And I
Okay.
jump in.
All right, you go through the portal.
I do.
All right. As you come out the other side, you feel this kind of magical boost of energy, almost like you're in an invigorating place.
Nice.
Kind of like
Awesome.
that feeling you have when you.
Does it give me any spell slots back?
It does not. But it's that feeling you have after a really good night's sleep and a really great cup of coffee.
That's pretty good.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Hi lads, it feels good over here. I don't know if they can hear me.
Might be a trap. That's what someone says when they die too, and they don't want to give it away. Yeah.
They say that when they're dead.
Yeah. You could be torturing her over there. Oh.
Should we go kill what's in the lake, or are we feeling? Well, you would need to rest
that
first.
seems like a pretty big thing under the water there. And I'm a relatively small dwarf with no spell slots left.
I'm gonna
should probably
burn
sleep
2
first.
first level spell slots to cast
think
Cure Wounds
so.
on myself.
Well, if you're gonna sleep in the enchanted room, you probably.
Oh, it's a whole enchanted island.
Yeah.
7, 10. Oh, actually, I only needed 1.
Well, if it's been a couple minutes and you're still okay, I guess I'll come through too. Have the ooze come in as well.
I'll hop through there, take a look around. Does the portal stay open or does it close?
The portal stays open.
Oh, okay. So we can hang out. Do I smell anything good?
As a bear? Oh, it smells delicious here.
Yeah.
You're pretty sure that every bush around here has some sort of fruit growing on it.
You gonna check out the little creatures rummaging around? See if they seem normal?
Do they look normal to me? Smell normal?
They do smell like normal creatures, but they kind of skitter away from you because you're a bear.
Understandable.
Must not be that idyllic if they know that bears eat them. Huh. There might be a pack of bears on this island we gotta look out for.
Do I notice anything else around?
You do find, like, how far are you going? You just start kind of walking.
Yeah, I'll start walking around.
As you start walking around, especially when you get close to the berry bushes and the fruit trees, there does seem to be several small buzzing creatures buzzing around.
Like fairies or pixies. I hate pixies.
They buzz.
Yes.
Oh.
They are little sprites and pixies.
Apparently they do buzz. Shows how much I know.
Well, their wings look like dragonfly wings to me.
Okay.
Well, the sprites do anyway.
Fair.
I guess the pixies look more like butterfly wings.
They just buzz a little more majestically is all.
I guess the pixies probably like flitter like a butterfly.
Do pixies speak?
Yeah.
Can I speak to them?
They've talked to pixies before.
Yeah, we found ones underground in a
Yeah,
in
the
the
sprites.
cave.
I don't know if the sprites speak or not. They might though.
Can I speak to them?
Sure.
Aye. Well, what have we found here?
You don't know where you are.
I mean, I can hope, but I don't know where I am.
You don't know where they are.
Ah,
You hear a little chorus of laughter kind of all around you.
yes, it's very funny. I don't know where I am. Can you tell me where I am?
You material world people always confused when you leave your world.
Kind of sounded like an elf we ran into before. You people, they say.
I'm looking very not amused.
One of the sprites is a little more matter of fact. The pixie speaks up and says, "Welcome to the Feywild."
Must have made a wrong turn back there. We were looking for the School of Conjuration.
The Arcane Academy?
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye.
Oh, you see, we're kind of members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't seen your kind in 50, 60, I don't know, 70 years?
Yeah, it's not as cool as it used to be, but we're kind of bringing it back.
Well, they were never that cool to begin with, but, I mean,
They're pretty cool now, as you can tell.
I roll my eyes.
they were mostly humans before, so it's good to see some folk that, aren't so simple-minded as those, flat-footed humans.
We're diversifying a little. In fact, there aren't any humans in it now. So it's kind of gone completely the other direction.
Well, look at that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Turning over a new leaf.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you go abandoned for 50, 60 years. So,
Were they teachers of the school or part of the school?
Well, the students would often come here to study the creatures of the Fae and how to summon them to the material world.
Alright. Can you show us to it?
Show you to what? Show you how to summon Fae creatures?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
It is pretty cool.
Actually, I can summon them. My spiritual spirit
I
guides.
can't.
Spirit guardians. Yeah.
You can summon Fae spirits.
Yeah. It's if I'm neutral, or I can either angelic or spirit or fae.
Yeah.
But we can't.
Man, most I can summon is one weapon. That's not even that
Oh
spiritual.
no, their spectral form appears angelic or fae. So no, I can't actually.
They're not actually Fae.
They're not actually fae creatures. Yeah. I was actually asking if you could show us to the school.
This is outdoor classroom.
Aye. Aye.
We would like to learn.
Why don't you stick around for a few days and we'll have some drinks and I guess some honey and
He's not really a baroness. He's actually a halfling.
I thought he smelled a little bit.
Yeah.
He smelled a little clean for a bear.
We're not that inclusive. Not just any animal off the street can join.
Well, that's what you're asking, right? You're asking to be able to summon animals from the Fae.
Yeah, but those are special.
Oh, of course they're special.
Yeah. We wouldn't just summon any old animal. No, no.
Is it safe to rest here?
We live here.
Yeah. Will you watch over us while we sleep? That doesn't sound very good.
Not sure I like the way you laughed last. Lad?
Are they lying?
Last? Lad?
Pixie.
Okay.
I rolled 11. Are they lying?
Are they lying?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a good chance they're gonna play some practical jokes on you.
But we're not going to die.
No, you might wake up with your toenails painted. Or,
Yeah.
Is it a practical joke along the lines of everybody except for me ends up in the basement underneath the house trying to fish people? Is it that kind of practical joke?
Or a Freudian curse kind of practical joke. Sure. Well, if we're done with combat, I will turn into that.
Turn back to a halfling.
Yeah, I'm good with taking a rest.
Yeah, what kind of drinks are they offering? Fruity pixie wine or
They have
what are
something
our
hearty.
options here?
Are you coming in?
Yeah, we're all in
Oh
there.
yeah, he went in.
We always drink good fruit wine.
Oh,
Aye.
I like it.
too much like the elves for my taste.
Do you have any ale?
If you're looking for something a little stronger, we do have some gnomish whiskey.
Aye.
It'll have to do, I guess. The gnomes.
Go
Oh,
for some whiskey. So are we taking a long rest?
yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna hang out with the pixies and learn some magic, maybe.
All right. Well, now that you're not in bear form, the chipmunks and squirrels and rabbits, they all kind of gather around, and the chipmunks actually all show up with a pair of berries in each hand and give you some of the berries off of the bushes.
Nice.
Those berries look familiar to you?
Yeah, they look familiar to me.
They look like good berries.
They look like good berries. They're good to eat.
I'll kind of look at it. Is it a close cousin to the good berry? The bad berry, maybe? It kills you when you eat it?
Nope.
Okay.
They're actual good berries.
Come on. You guys weren't suspicious about the vegetarian stew, and look at how that ended up.
That is a
True,
fair point.
that is true.
That is a fair point.
I'll eat the berry then.
Me too.
Yeah, just one berry is enough to fill you up. It's like eating a whole meal.
This is living the life. We're not stuck in a cave in a hole in the wall anymore. No siree.
Take a long rest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so do we learn how to summon these creatures?
You guys, after your long rest, you can hang out for a couple of days, and you can add conjure animals. Is that the name of the spell? You can add conjure animals to your list of school spells that you can put in your ring. Yeah, conjure animals. Third level spell.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
That's pretty good. You can summon beasts and then turn into them later.
I like it. I can summon a buddy.
You can summon 2, or 8, or 4 or 6.
A swarm.
Swarm. Swarm indeed.
With that spell, you can. I think you can summon 2 challenge rating 1.
Yeah. Or 1 challenge rating 2.
I can summon something bigger than myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 1 challenge rating 2, 2 challenge rating 1s, 4 challenge rating 1/2, or 8 challenge rating 1/4.
Nice.
The Allosaurus is coming out.
Yeah.
Bring a dinosaur.
Oh man.
Well, they don't have any dinosaurs in the Feywild, so you have to conjure a dinosaur.
Well, wait though. Does it have to be a Fey, or does it have to be an animal I studied? Because I studied the dinosaur at the zoo.
Each
that's
beast
right,
is
you did
also
study the
considered Fey, so.
I guess it can be a Fey-like dinosaur.
It'll be a purple dinosaur. What do you want?
Barney!
You summon Fey spirits that take the form of beasts.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
theoretically, they can take the form of any
beast that you're familiar with.
any beast you yeah.
The dinosaur's coming out.
Mind control spiders.
What's the CR of a dinosaur?
The Allosaurus dinosaur.
Oh, okay.
Very nice. So should we go out and kill this thing, or are we not interested in messing with it?
Hey, pixie people. You know anything
Do you know
about
what
the
lives
other
in the
side?
lake? Do you know what lives in the lake?
On the other side?
Yeah, the other side.
Yes, on the other side.
Nothing ever used to live in the lake.
Ah, there's something there now.
There's something in there now.
Yeah, big something.
I wonder what it is.
We don't know.
Us too. You want to go check it out for us? No.
Could be fun. You can mess with it.
Play tricks on it.
Stay here. It's safe. And fun.
Yeah. I think it's fun to mess with that thing, you know? I don't think it ever gets messed with living underwater and all that. It's going to be a rare opportunity. They're not buying it. Oh, well.
No, they're just busy doing their own thing.
So can you take us to the inside classrooms of the school? Pixies.
This is the School of Conjuring.
Yeah, that's
Oh, this
it.
is
They're the
okay.
school.
Yeah. Is there anything else around here that we can use at all? Like, are the berries worth us taking some of them with us or anything like that? Or
I mean, you could add the good berry spell to your list of spells that you can put in your ring.
That's pretty good for us.
so I don't know if there's anything else here for us, right?
Just take some gnome ale and a sippy cup to go and
The
go
water
out.
that's here at this island, does it have any special properties or anything like that? Or on the Fey side?
Are you asking the pixies that, or are you gonna go explore?
I was gonna go check it out. Yeah.
Do you drink any?
No, I did that once. Can I invent? Is there another way to test?
I mean, you can splash around it, I guess.
You guys are healers, right? And now let me do it. Let me do it.
I am a healer.
Yeah, I drink it.
Oh, you drink some?
Yeah.
All right. Well, what emotion have you been feeling while you've been here?
Happy.
Happy? You just start cracking up laughing.
Should definitely collect some of this water for later.
Yeah, okay.
The water water seems to magnify whatever emotion you're in.
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad those two are gone. We would have had a bunch of depressed guys floating around.
I can't.
Just fill up some vials of the water, then, I
Yeah.
guess.
So I fill up some vials and that. So I think we're good then, right?
I think we're good.
Yeah.
So we say thank you to the creatures, and is it okay if we come back?
Well, of course, you're members of the school.
Well, before we head back out, I'm going to ask him, where's the portal going to take us? Back to where we were, or can you put us somewhere else if we want?
You mean like one of the other schools?
Aye.
Yeah, it might be easier, you know. You guys are kind of out of the way here.
Well, I mean, no one ever showed you how to use that ring of yours, huh?
No, you know, most of them are dead. We're kind of the only ones around still.
So you killed all the other?
No, they died of natural causes.
The schools
long
were
before we
abandoned
were
for
there.
60, 70 years.
Oh. Well, that's why no one ever showed up.
Aye.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you just press on the stone and concentrate on which school you want to go to.
Aye.
What stone would you be talking about?
The disc.
We got to carry that disc with us?
No, like saying if we're out there.
No, the stone on your ring.
Oh,
Oh.
we can teleport wherever we want.
You can go to any school that you've already been to.
That we've already
okay.
been to.
That's pretty useful, if I'm going to be honest.
It is useful. It would have been nicer to transfer any of the schools.
It would have been nice if this thing came with a owner's manual.
You don't have instructions laying around for these things, do you?
I think figuring out the ring was part of becoming a student.
Aye.
It's always
Fair
something.
enough.
Well, you have any other tips you can tell us?
If you ever run into a talking owlberry, he's quite a nice guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's still around.
Yeah, he's still
Oh,
there.
good. I always
I
like
didn't
to.
eat the owlbear.
Dr. Barnes is nice.
We're kind of paying for his living expenses right now. Freeloading in an inn. Oh,
His school's a mess at the moment.
I understand that.
yeah.
60, 70 years will do a lot to you humans, or well, those humans.
Okay, so we're out back to the island, right?
Yeah. Well, we want to go.
Well,
We've been in there a couple
we step
days.
out the
There were a
portal,
bunch of
what's
dead
out?
bodies
Yeah,
that we
what's
left
out there?
behind. That's why I was asking if we could go somewhere else, maybe.
Well, I'm saying, do you want to go see what's in the lake or not? We're good to go now.
I'm a dwarf. I got.
Well, we're not going to swim. I'm assuming it will come to us.
It could also come to us and pull us back out there.
Oh, come on now. You have no sense of adventure.
You can shapeshift into an aquatic animal.
No, I can't.
What? You can?
Can't swim.
At 5th level, you can still get
I'm multi-classed.
Oh, that's right, you're not 5th level yet.
Oh.
Not 5th level druid anyway.
Yep.
Well, I know I'm not. I'm in plate armor. I'll sink right down to the bottom. And I won't come back up.
I'm in plate as well, lad.
Okay, but we can ask them then if they have another way out to the upstairs.
Well, every time we've gone into one of these portals, when we go back through, we're not where we were when we went through the first time.
No, you've only been to one portal, and we ended up in the exact same place when we dropped back out. There was a door in the other room. When we found the robe, there was a door.
Memory site, apparently.
Yeah. There's no other. We don't see any other way out of this island, right? Just the
Well,
portal.
and they told us we could teleport with our rings.
Well, to another school. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if we want to go upstairs or not.
This island sits in the middle of a lake, and you can see the edge of the lake in the distance. And it looks like there's just woods for as far as the eye can see.
We're in a different plane right now.
So we have to go back through this portal.
Yeah.
All right. So we go back through. Where are we at?
You're back where you came. The dead bodies are gone, and a large pink-bladed snake-like creature splashes back in the water when you guys come out of the portal.
You're telling me you want to go fight that?
Yeah. Where's your sense of adventure?
With my sense of sanity, lad.
Could have like 2 hit points.
You think you could turn
It
into
could
it?
have like 200 hit points.
I'm gonna use up all my spell slots against smiting that thing.
Do you want to have the ooze make a tunnel back to where we need to go? Or, well, technically we're in the bottom of this room, so we can just walk upstairs, right?
Yeah, you can go back into the little room that was back here.
Yeah,
and
walk up into the
take a
Smith's
long
house or
way.
whatever.
The Smith, yeah.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, let's do that.
So you head back to the Smith's house?
Yeah.
Walk up slowly, I guess, keep an ear out.
Yeah, so
see
you
if
knew
we
the
hear
halfling
anything
was going to
above
be the
us.
brave one of the group, to be two cowards.
I'll walk in front. Come on. Aquatic battles are not for this character.
Other way. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we'll
Just-
just come
it's
out there,
backwards,
right?
yeah.
It's probably better this way, then we don't have to do all the folding.
Yeah. Are these all coins?
Huh?
Are these all coins?
Yeah. I made little holders. I don't want to, have them spread out everywhere.
So do we run into a pack of elves?
Alright. Well, you come up to the blacksmith's house, and the whole place smells like smoke, and there's no roof anymore on the building.
Well,
That's not good.
what happened?
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. I guess nobody put the forge out.
The ceiling timbers are all blackened and charred as if the roof has been burned off.
We walked upstairs and there's a dragon here.
If we go upstairs and there's a dragon, I'll teleport now.
So I'll go outside if nobody else does. Nobody else wants to go first.
Okay.
You've shapeshifted before. Did you want to turn? I guess they've already found her. Well, the ooze kind of ate her body.
I mean, I do. Okay, I'll.
I mean, there could be a whole bunch of elves sitting outside there. Do we have any windows we could kind of peek our
Judging by
heads
the
through?
way,
Only because this is here, I'm asking. Did we see Odie somewhere?
She was going to conjure Odie if you had kept her alive long enough.
Okay.
Didn't bust out that clutch hold person on her 20 feet in the air.
Aye, lads. Well, it's probably no use changing myself because just judging by the way this building looks, they already know the smithy's not here anymore.
I guess so.
Alrighty.
Are any windows we can peer through?
Yeah. There's one on this side and on this side.
I'll
I'm
look
not
out
that
the
stealthy. Do either you want to look through?
Yeah, I'll look out the window. What do we need me to roll?
Don't really need to roll
Okay.
anything. Yeah. You look out the windows, and both of these buildings are burnt to the ground.
There's been a fire or something's here.
Yeah, something happened while we were mercilessly slaughtering and then partying with pixies.
Well, we're gonna have to get out of here.
Yeah,
I walk outside.
Yeah.
I'm going with you.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, as you walk out the door and you look down the street, and all these buildings look just charred and
Oh
cooked.
man,
It's not looking good, man.
no.
Let's get out of here as soon as possible, lads.
Let's go rob the shops.
Yeah, we could try.
No, it's not worth it, lads. Let's just go.
I mean,
You notice that this watchtower has been burned down as well, and this wall is pretty much gone.
Scrollmaker's light right here. Let's go there and then run out. You wanna?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, we're gonna run over. Is this house all burnt down?
Let's see if there's anything in the scroll shop.
That's the only one I'm interested in, really.
Good interest.
Well, I don't know. The herbalist had all the poison.
I can already cure you any kind of poison you get. Come on now.
Aye.
All right, so you're gonna try to
Some
head to
healing
the.
potions
Yeah.
would be nice.
Yeah.
Healing potions would be nice.
Yeah, we go check out the shops.
These two, anyway.
Yep.
That was the
scroll
alchemist.
shop and
The alchemist shop and
the
the
herbalist.
potions. Yeah.
All right. So you start moving towards the.
Yeah. We'll head through the back alley, I guess.
All right. The tops of the trees are burned. There's not too many leaves left on them.
It might really have been a dragon. Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's a dragon here.
As you start to approach the house, you hear the booming voice of some large creature say, "Make sure they're all dead."
Kind of look around my shoulders like, talking to me?
Are dragons magical?
Yes.
Shut up.
Like, would they show up with a detect magic spell?
Yes.
Probably not. 'Cause they're like living creatures.
Okay.
They're not a magic item.
I'll kind of point at my chest and be like, me? And I'll try and find like where the voice came from.
Alright, give me a perception check.
Let's see what my perception is. Oh. That is a 16.
16?
Yep.
Yeah, it sounds like it's coming from the other side of this building, like over there.
Wait, this is the perfect time to have a horse walk around town.
Yeah, you could. Go on, tell us what you see.
As I walk around.
Alright, you're just gonna start walking around as like a
What do I see?
aimless horse?
Yeah.
Do elves even keep horses?
Oh yeah.
Alright, so you just start wandering down the street.
Yeah.
Alright, about the time you get there, you see a rather large devil who appears to be talking to a handful of smaller devils.
It's the devil.
Oh man.
I don't know if it's the devil, but it's a devil.
You say that
Devil
when you're
over there.
telepathic
Yeah,
ability.
it's gonna work.
Yeah, I'll tell her. He's got devils over there. A big one and a bunch of small ones.
So I just keep sauntering past like I'm lost.
Alright, well, about that time, an imp, little tiny devil with wings, points at you and says, "Dinner?"
I just kind of nay.
And the big demon who's doing the talking turns around and he starts to move in your direction.
I call for help.
You're not gonna run out. You could lure him.
Yeah, I could lure him to you. I'll run back towards them.
Alright, so you just take off running?
Yeah.
Alright.
Spooked him. He's not a very,
I mean, that's what a horse would do, I think. So you just run past the house here?
Yep.
Alright.
Devil
Alright.
gonna give chase? Is he that invested in his dinner?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not going to give chase. He's
Like, oh man, are we that invested in checking out the burnt down houses or what?
I say not nuts. I say we get out of here.
All right.
Depends on what they have. How much can a war horse carry? Or whatever this thing is.
Why are you so insistent on dying?
No, I was going to carry you out of here. I could leave you behind.
You can definitely carry both of them.
Yeah, we're two dwarves. I mean, we're stout, but we're still small.
Yeah. You can
We're
carry
both wearing plate armor though.
It's up to you. If you want to run away, we can run away.
We can come
I think
back.
I think that's
We'll let the devils leave and we'll come back later.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
These devils.
Just him.
Just him.
They should know by now. Unless I do really bad. But they should know by now. 16.
16. As you're climbing on the horse, you recall the Castellaners had a diabolical cult, and the rumor was that their son had been turned into a devil. And you also remember the Castellaners were the ones that sent the doppelgangers after you guys.
We haven't really done anything since then.
Well, except for maybe burn down an elf village.
Yeah. We didn't like those elves anyway. They're doing us a favor as far as I'm concerned.
So you want to leave?
I don't know, unless you guys want to kill him,
Did you tell me
Yeah.
about what you remember?
Sure, he might be the son of this noble guy who's, caused some trouble for us in the past.
Ran a cult with the devil.
Yeah. They're mostly dead, though.
Do we know, is there a bounty for Castellaner's son?
Not that you know of.
Turns into a devil and doesn't get... Jeez.
The Minotaur was wanted for, high treason for just messing with a girl.
He said
It wasn't
not
just
that
girls
we
and
know
noble
of.
honor.
He said
Oh,
not
he's
that
a
we know
noble
of.
son and he's a devil.
Aye, lads, I mean, if he caused some trouble for you, maybe he's worth killing.
You are fighters after all.
We are fighters. How many
How many did I see?
You saw 4.
Including the big guy, or
The big guy, there's the little imp that pointed you out, and these two like fat, like short, fat, bulbous things covered in swords.
You could take 4 of them.
so you can
Maybe.
jump on and ride into glory, and you can just jump off when you start seeing people. It's up to you.
Riding is a whole separate skill that
No,
I
I can carry you. The people have been begging for the horse for weeks.
Do we want to fight, lads?
I'm saying we could take 4, but they could be like super demons and annihilate us.
You can always jump on the horse and we can run away.
We could always jump on. But as you, as a horse, can't do much damage. How about the bear? Can we all jump on the bear and run away?
The bear is how we do our combo.
Yeah, well, I'd say. I mean, that's 2d6 plus 4 with the hoops.
All right, well, while you guys figure out what you're doing, I'll be right back.
Okay. He does 2d6 plus 4 with the hoops. It's better. I can only wild shape twice a day, so it's better if I lose my hit points as the horse, drop
Go
out,
back.
and then shape again. So.
I guess we'll use a new combo.
Well, I'm just saying, you can get, since your movement or whatever is, if you want to run up there, the horse goes 60 feet.
Yeah.
So.
Well, are you going to be able to sneak up there? How good are you at sneaking as a horse? Because we could try and get another surprise round. What I was thinking is, they're devils. They're probably spellcasters. One of us could pop a silence over all of them, and then they wouldn't be able to cast anything.
Sure.
But then
You
we
could
wouldn't
open
be
up-
able to.
Silence, is
could op-
silence something that's in our rings?
Yeah, we have it in our rings.
You can open up the bottle of smoke. Well, you can't because you don't have it.
You have it. It makes a 20
Could be in
foot
my saddlebags.
20-foot zone of silence, so any spell that is has a verbal component can't be cast.
That also means we can't cast spells.
Yeah, I don't cast spells. I'll cast my 6
There'll
smites
be
or
no
whatever.
Spiritual guardians.
Yeah. Well, you could cast it when we're running up there.
Spiritual Gardens does have us 10-minute.
As long as you cast something outside the dome, then it's fine.
I'm down with it.
DM is flew to coop.
We can do all our planning we want, unless he's listening on the stream or something.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sacred Flame is 2d8?
Well, you can inflict wounds is in your ring too. It's like 3d10.
Yeah.
In fact, that was my combo when I was a wizard, and I just did everything on my familiar. Hold person, inflict wounds, 6d10 on whoever, and its advantage to hit him. Oh, so good.
I think I might become a caster cleric, because Sacred Flame now does better than anything. Oh, it's a dex save, though.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of, jeez. If we got conjure woodland beings instead of conjure animals, you could have done your T-Rex combo. Because with that one, you can like summon pixies, and they can cast polymorph, so they could polymorph us all into T-Rexes or whatever.
Oh, so we could conjure animals, though. We could conjure something to...
Hey, you can conjure now, yeah.
I looked up like what would be good for it, and apparently wolves are good because you get like
Oh, a pack.
you get 8
Yeah.
wolves or something,
Yeah.
and they all have pack attack.
Did you guys figure out what you can do?
Yeah, we're attacking.
All right.
We're just trying to figure out if we're riding into horses
So-
in Blaze of Glory or.
When we use the rings, does it do we still have to verbally cast a spell?
Yes, you don't need the material component when you use it.
We do still need the verbal component.
Yeah, so if you cast silence, yeah. The way we did it before is the person that wanted to cast stood outside the cone of silence to do it.
The cone of shame.
Cone of shame. Doug. I remember when that movie, when Up came out.
Yeah.
My sister's like, I'm going to see Up or whatever. I'm like, no, don't take the kids. Like the wife dies, the baby dies. I said like all in the first 10 minutes.
Wait, what?
In the movie Up. Oh, that doesn't look good.
That guy.
Hey, if you told us he looked like that, maybe
would've said no.
Maybe we could consider it a bit more.
You said he was fat and ugly.
I said these guys are fat.
Ah.
Oh, they are fat and ugly.
I summoned some of those guys when I was a wizard.
Too.
They almost look like what's his name from the Night Before Christmas, Boogie or whatever. Or
Yeah, I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about. I don't know
Boogie
his name, but I
Boogie
know
or
who you're
whatever.
talking about.
Yeah.
Oh man,
This horse is raging.
we could summon a cave bear.
It's true.
That's not really an imp, but we'll use that next.
Everybody could use their summon.
I could summon a
24
shark.
wolves.
A shark would do great. Land shark.
Summon 24 wolves.
If you eat some of the
They'd all have pack advantage.
Alright.
I mean,
It's the wolf's turn.
I'm actually
10
kind of
minutes
thinking,
later for the rolls.
I feel like if I saw 24 wolves coming for me in the street, I would run.
There's all the little guys.
No, put him in front.
Oh, you want him to be in front? Sure. Well, the imp guy, I'm gonna say the imp guy was like there
Yeah.
because he saw the horse, and then those guys. Be like,
Yeah, that's kind of how I imagine, except for the big guy would be facing talking to the little guys.
we'll turn him around then.
Surprise!
There you go.
It's probably hard to get surprised with a clattering horse coming up.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You got those horseshoes on.
Alright, so you guys are gonna attack the devils?
Yeah, I'm going to, as quietly as possible, go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon.
Alright.
You gonna sneak forward first, or?
I want to cast it first. It lasts for 10 minutes, so once we're in combat, we're good. But I want to cast it first because I don't want to be caught under silence.
Since I took her ring, can I do we have an extra ring to use now?
You would you would have had to attune to it, but you had plenty of time to do that while you were in the fairy
While we were asleep, yeah.
in the wild,
So you'd have
the Feywild. So we're
Yeah.
looking for it.
I mean, I figure I'll use it. You wild shape and you can't
Yeah, I
use
can't
it.
use
So
it. Yeah, I agree.
do you want it? Or?
No, go for it. I've got more spells than you have.
How many magic items? You have to attune to the rings.
I have the sword, 2 rings, and does the circlet count? Do I tune to the circlet?
You have to attune to the circle.
What's your limit?
3. So I guess I probably could have tuned to
Yeah.
it.
Give
So
it
I'll
to
have
me.
2
only have
rings.
the magic.
I just have the magic, the hammer, the
And the
ring,
ring.
and the
Yeah.
hammer. Did I have to attune to the hammer? The Thunderwave hammer? I don't think so, because I was able to use it instantly.
No, you tune to it.
Attune
Too.
to it.
I did?
Is your axe magic?
It's,
You have
The
an
plus
axe,
1. It was a plus 1.
but the hammer's plus 1, right?
Yeah, but
you can swap
did I
it
have
out.
to attune to the axe?
Yeah.
Oh, can I de-attune?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to disattune to the axe and attune to the ring instead. So I've got 2 rings now.
Yeah, you could have done all that in the. You spent like 3 days down the Feywild.
Yeah, so I'll do that.
Just don't forget to cast
Magic
with it.
missiles for days.
Or you can summon 16 wolves
Yeah,
in a
that's well, you
How
can
many?
summon a
So
lot.
it's a level 3 conjure. So we have 5 spell slots in it,
Yeah,
right?
and
So
you
I
got
can cast
10.
1.
So you could do it 3
So I
times.
could. Well.
Well, no, it only
I
holds.
don't think that's how it's going to work.
It holds
'cause each
5
is
level
5,
ones
so I would have
or
to do,
2
yeah,
level
so I'd have to do 2
twos
level
and a
3s,
one.
and then I would still have
You have
4
2,
level 1s for
yeah.
magic missile.
Or 2 level 2s. I think personally, I'm gonna summon the wolves and then silence them, and I think that'd be a good combo.
Now, remember, even though you have 2 rings, you can only concentrate on one spell at a time.
Oh,
Is it a
and
concentration?
conjure
Oh,
animals
it
a
is.
concentration? I can't cast it. I can't use conjure because I have to keep my concentration up on spiritual.
Well, then I can only do
and
silence.
spirit.
We can't do our combo
Oh, so I
unless we
can't
think the wolves would be better. But
then. No, silence is definitely.
Well, I'm wondering, other than the big guy, do you think these other ones are even casters?
all it takes is one big guy. Look at Lord Z down there with his legendary actions.
But a legendary creature is probably resistant to silence.
Better to be safe than sorry, okay?
We need to make sure that we cast silence on a point that allows me to back out of it and heal you guys if necessary.
It's only 20 feet, so we could.
I should have given you the horn of hearing before
Oh, it's
I
only
shaved.
20 feet?
That's what I should do.
It's a 20-foot radius sphere.
Okay.
Yeah, so as long as you're outside
All
of
right.
that,
Well,
you're
we're
good to
talking
go.
a lot. Let's be about it.
All right.
I'm just gonna
Here we
cast
go.
silence in the middle there whenever we run up.
Yeah. Okay. So we're running up. Are we running up on the horse?
I guess so.
You guys are gonna ride into
I
combat
guess
on
so.
the horse.
I think they wouldn't
at
expect
At
it.
this point, the horse is like, get off, get off, get off, get off.
They already heard the horse trotting around before.
So
and I
yeah.
think they
So
won't
if we
even bat
trot,
an
if we trot
eyelash.
around, if he trots around at normal instead of like galloping in, do they turn and look at us?
Yeah, they're gonna turn around.
Of course they would. Okay. So you want? Okay. So initiative, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, silence is 120 feet. So while if we're running up, how far can you move in a turn?
Me, 60 feet.
Well, when we're 60 feet away, I could cast silence, then we could run up to him.
They wouldn't hear you coming.
Well, he's 60 feet away. We could see
Alright.
how stealthy you are.
So what are we doing? Rolling initiative or?
Roll for stealth.
Roll stealth with advantage since
Oh, okay.
you're running through a silent spell.
19.
19. Alright.
Nice.
They don't hear you coming.
My hooves have
Sweet. So we get
gloves.
another attack
Yeah.
round. I mean, surprise round.
We'll see.
Well, if we roll after them, then it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Oh, so we got to roll initiative, right?
Yeah.
Roll initiative.
18 plus 2, 20.
Nice.
So they got a 15.
Oh,
Surprise!
Not so
not for
much.
me. I got a
For me
10.
either. Yeah, I got a 6. I'm all the way at the end.
Goliath, you get us up there. And then 10.
But they won't go on that turn because they're surprised.
Yeah. So you
Okay,
get
so
double.
they don't get
we
two
just get
full
normal.
turns. We just get one turn. You'll get
So it won't be
You'll
like
get a
last
double
time.
turn. Yeah.
All right. So is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
you're running
attack.
up there. Who are you gonna get?
I'm thinking the imp has got to have less hit
Oh,
points.
and I actually,
He's a
I already
team guy.
cast. I cast what you call it. Can I use your dice again?
Yep. Spirit Guardians.
Yeah.
And the horse is raging, so.
The horse is raised.
You see an angry horse with two equally angry dwarfs on its back riding along the alleyway.
5, 10, 15. I can't see. We're gonna say that 15 is about there. 5, 10, 15. 5,
That's
10,
a-
15.
17, and the horse actually has a plus 6 to hit, so 23.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna try to trample the imp as you run in.
He's got, 2d6. He gets.
Yep, you're gonna hit.
Oh. 3 plus 4, 7.
7.
Yep.
you get a damage bonus for your rage, or
Oh, yeah, plus 2, right?
I think so.
So 9.
You do 9 damage to the imp as you trample across his little tiny body.
Yes.
Nice.
Alright. And you keep moving past him, or you stop there?
No, I'll move past him, so. I'll go just behind those guys.
Yeah.
Right. So you kind of charge in right to there.
We'll shift the weapon.
Oh, well, you guys can jump off me if you want to. That's up
Not
to you.
until it's our turn.
Okay. Oh.
Unless
Does
you shake
everybody
us
still
off.
cover? Oh, I can shake you off if you want.
No, it's too late. I think everybody's covered. And it's their turn, so that
Yeah, they gotta make their
they
wisdom
gotta make their
saves.
wisdom save.
All right. They don't get their attack this turn because they're surprised.
Yeah.
All right. So the devil makes his.
Typical.
The little fat guys, one of them fails. The one furthest this way, and then the imp. 11 doesn't make it.
11 does not make it.
All right, so the imp fails. So the imp just explodes.
Oh,
He only had 1 hit point left after getting trampled by the horse.
that's great.
So this radiant energy just causes him to burst into fire, and his body just disappears.
Now you guys have got a combo. Spiritual guardians on the horse. Let's go around the battlefield.
13.
13 damage?
13 for full damage and 6 for half.
Alright. Let's see. How many hit points do those? Alright. So the lemur also explodes, the one that failed to save.
Which one was it? This one?
Yep. And how much was half?
6.
6. Okay, the other one's kind of searing under the fiery power of your radiant energy. He looks like he's about to burst into flames too.
Or you're up.
All right.
Orc?
Do I want to summon the ooze or do I want to have my 2 attacks?
I think your 2 attacks this round.
Probably. Well, I'll hop off because I don't know about mounted combat. I'll hex the big one for strength, we'll say, and I'll take my 2 attacks on him.
Oh, I thought you were going to use the big D20.
I could use the big D20. It doesn't roll as much, you know, it's more of a whatever it lands on. 17?
17 does not hit.
Oh,
Oh wait, this for the little guy or the
big
guy?
one.
Yeah, the 17 doesn't hit the big guy.
channel my divinity, 37! Or, no, 27, I guess.
Alright, but that's gonna hit.
Okay. If a 17 doesn't hit, I'm smiting him.
He's undead, right?
No, he's the devil.
Is he
dead.
a fiend? He's a fiend. It does it against fiends too.
Yeah, he's a fiend. I didn't realize that you do extra damage on fiends.
Oh yeah, it says undead / fiends.
Alright, look at that.
So I get another D8 and use a 2nd level. Might as well.
This is great.
So that is for the weapon. Ooh, that
Don't
is-
forget your hex.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that after. So that's 13 from the weapon. 16. Six. 39.
That's crazy.
And now for my 2nd attack. It was a big one. It didn't do good last time, but you know. 19.
19's gonna hit.
Okay. How's he looking? Is he hurt or
45.
does he still look fine?
I mean, you wounded him. You hit him with radiant damage. He doesn't like that.
Yeah. Do it again, I guess. Just do it all at once this time.
You were rolling like a beast.
22, 27, 32. 37.
I think your dice are loaded.
I don't know. I ordered these from a grab bag off Amazon.
Send me that link.
You said 37?
Yeah, 37.
Crazy.
He's at 82.
Yeah, he looks pretty wounded now.
I bet he
I'll
does.
take it.
All right.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah. All right, you guys, clean it up. I'll give you some complex hand, hand symbols.
Aww.
That's what gave me this bag too.
Wait, where did you cast the silence at?
Bag of devouring. On the other
That's
side,
good,
it's
yeah.
got
I like it.
Where's the silence? The
20
silence
feet
is
from
here.
there. Yeah, pretty much.
So
I
I'm
ordered that same
actually
bag for
technically
myself.
out of it.
I like it. It's got a whole bunch of different colors.
Yeah.
Am I out of it? I'm out of it because it's right there. 10,
It's a 20-foot circle. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm out of it. So I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon.
The only one that isn't from it is this glow in the dark one, but you never play in the dark anyway, so that was kind of a mistake on my part.
I'm gonna cast it right here,
Never glows.
and it's gonna attack the whatever the chubby thing is.
Alright. So the
10.
mirror.
A 10.
10. I don't think that's going to hit. They don't have a great armor class. Oh no, they actually have a terrible armor class. You hit.
Oh wow.
They're like gooey, fat, and slow.
So 8 damage.
Yeah, so you destroy him.
Yeah. I figured as much.
I'm glad we killed them before they got a turn to go. Because I summoned a whole swarm of them with call demons or whatever as a wizard, and that was something.
All right.
Was it? Oh,
So now I'm going to attack. Dirty 20.
Yeah, you hit the big guy.
For 8 points of damage.
8 damage.
Actually, I think it's 9. Hold on a second.
91.
Yeah, it's 9 points of damage.
That's with your magic hammer, right?
Yes, that is with my magic hammer.
All right. And now it's Goliath's turn again.
Now it's the horse's turn. Trample him to death.
is he 20 feet away?
He's
From the horse?
right there.
Yeah, is he 20 feet away?
Yeah. You're within 20 feet.
No, I need to be.
Well, you
20
can back
feet.
up a
You
little.
can back
You got
up,
60
yeah.
feet, right? So you
Yeah.
just...
Yeah. All right.
Because you were still moving that direction on your last turn, so it's like you just kind of kept going that way and then turned around. And
Okay. So if I attack at 20 feet and hit with the hooves, then he has to succeed on the strength throw or be knocked prone. If he's knocked prone, the horse gets another attack with the hooves.
does that work on a large creature?
Doesn't say.
Doesn't say. Okay.
The horse is a large beast, so.
Yeah. So you're about the size. I mean, he's taller than you, but you're
Yeah.
stouter than him. You're gonna charge him.
So you're running into here.
9.
You guys, the two of you part like a pair of doors, so like the horse will run into.
He trips and falls on his face.
Nice.
He kind of runs into the giant devil, and the devil just kind of pushes you back.
Yeah.
He is actually stronger than a horse.
Yeah.
I love that we're doing this in silence, so just none of it has any sound either. It's just like,
It's great.
It's like that super suspenseful scene in a movie where all the sound like it's kind of just sucked out for a second. All right. So, well, the paladin did the bulk of the damage to him, so he is going.
Paladin definitely did the bulk of the damage to him.
So he's gonna raise his burning hot trident and stab you with it repeatedly.
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 One of them is a crit.
So that's 2 18s and a 30, which is actually a crit.
well, the 30 hits.
No shield?
It's bonus action. Bonus action text. Plus, I can only shield
Plus
other
it-
people. Yeah.
It's silent too, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's up, guys? How you been? Good.
22 damage with that hit.
Okay. I'm a little burnt, but it cauterized the wound after, so I'm still standing.
How much?
22.
Okay.
And
He has to take the spiritual guardians too.
Oh, that's true.
yeah, he's I guess he's got to do that at the beginning of his turn, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he gets advantage on saving throws.
On all saving throws?
On all magic saving throws.
That sucks. They've rolled exactly the same.
Is it wisdom?
Yeah.
So that's a 13.
Matt fails.
Fails. So give me full damage.
Oh, it stayed on.
$18.
18.
Yeah.
Let's see.
He's just
109.
He's just soaking up that radiant damage. He doesn't like that. All right. So whose turn is it now?
Orcs.
9.
Orc.
Too bad for you. You're getting some more radiant damage.
You're gonna smite him again.
If I hit anyway. 27.
27.
Just a little one this time. You don't have to bust out any extras.
I had all sorts of role playing stuff for this guy, but you guys got him in the silence.
That's what's great about it. The Giants too is they couldn't talk to me. 30.
139.
All right, so at the end of your turn, he gets a tail
Oh, I
attack.
get my bonus, my other attack.
Oh, did you
Oh,
do your
yeah.
hex?
Yeah, I rolled the
Okay.
hex. And then I get my.
All right, make your second attack here.
We'll see if his tail can go off. 25.
25.
Yeah.
That hits. 25 damage.
Yeah, to hit.
To hit.
27.
So what's he at? Like 140 something?
56.
156. Yeah, he's looking pretty beat up at this point.
Okay.
So he uses his tail attack at the end of your turn. That's a crit
man.
on you.
On me?
Yeah, because you got him trapped in this spiritual guardian.
Shield. Disadvantage.
Can you do it in silence?
Yeah, it's just my shield.
It's a- you
Oh,
just
okay.
hold it
Okay.
out. Yeah, that was cockeyed though. That's a 24 to hit.
Oh,
At least it's not a crit.
it's not. That's true.
It's not the crit. So that does 13 damage. So you make a concentration check at a 10. And then I need you to make a constitution saving throw.
Okay, so concentration check. What is it plus?
Plus your spellcasting ability. So
I failed that, so the spiritual weapon is gone.
Let's use wisdom.
The saving throw is a what is it? What saving throw was it?
Constitution, you need a 17 or higher.
I got a 19. I rolled a 19, so it's a
Alright.
22.
Yeah, so this wound actually feels like it could have been seriously worse, as if he has the ability to cause the wound to not close.
Oh,
Good thing you resisted that.
good thing I resisted that indeed.
And so that was
his turn, so
Your
it's
turn-
my
your
turn.
turn now.
Spiritual weapon attack. We're silenced. I can't do anything fun.
Well, you could run out and tank an opportunity attack. From him?
Yeah, I don't think I want to do that.
yeah. He'd be happy to hit you with his tail again.
I'm sure he would. guess I'll just hit him.
All right.
It's always a solid option.
17 misses, right? Oh wait, actually an 18.
18 hits.
Oh.
11.
11.
Yeah.
67.
All right, he's definitely looking pretty beat up. But at the end of your turn, he makes another tail attack.
Who is he hitting? Is he hitting me again?
He was trying to hit him this time, and he missed. Got a 1.
Fling my shield soundlessly at him.
He's trying to snarl and say something at you, but to no avail.
I feel
Cut my
we
ear
could-
a little.
I feel like we could take the silence down because he's not casting anything.
He can. He can.
If something is the thing.
So, 21 to hit?
21 hits.
Okay. So I back up. I do the whole run thing towards him. So he's got to succeed on a 14 save.
Are you taking a
Would you get an opportunity attack if
Yeah.
you backed
If
up?
you back out, you take
Oh,
an
do I get
opportunity
an
attack.
Do I or no?
Yeah.
Even though I'm charging back in?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I'm not doing that then. I'm just doing the regular damage.
Okay. So you're just kind of rearing up and kicking with your
Yeah.
front hooves. Or I guess you can turn around and kick like a mule with your back hooves.
10 more. 10 damage.
10 damage?
Yeah, and then I'll back up so I'm 20 feet away.
Well, you'll get.
You're
That'll
still going
give
to
you
take
an
opportunity
opportunity
attack.
Yeah, if you leave.
All right, then, never mind.
Yeah. 77.
Alright. So he's going to use his tail attack again at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Does he get to do that on the end of everybody's turn?
He can do it 3 times.
Per round?
Legendary. He can do 3 legendary actions. And he misses. Change it nice.
That you are.
Alright, so it's his turn now. At which point he sprouts wings from his back.
Oh, come on.
And he's going to disengage and fly away.
Coward.
Come on.
How far
No
does he
way.
get? How far is he gonna go?
His flight speed is 60 feet, so he just flies 60 feet straight up.
Let's see.
So he flies 60 feet straight up? I mean,
I'm gonna bust out my circle of blasting all on him.
oh, I got some magic missiles.
You can do those too. We can all combo attack him.
So he's 60 feet up in the
Yeah.
air.
You have hold person in your ring?
I do have hold person, yeah. But
Well, I mean, I don't care either way.
Oh
He's
wait,
almost
you
dead,
need
I
to
think.
drop the silence.
well, it's a concentration, so yeah. We can get rid
Alright,
of
so you
him.
drop concentration on the silence.
He's out of it anyway, so. What's my plus for this? I have to look at that. Circle of blasting. Where did I put that? Here it is.
Alright, so you fire your 3 bolts of magical fire at him.
That is a 22, 18, and a nat 20.
Unfortunately, he laughs at you
Oh,
and scoffs at you. Because I'm a devil, I'm immune to fire, you fool.
not when I come up there, you won't be. I'll shake my fist at him.
What did you cast?
Scorching ray.
Oh, I thought you did the circlet.
That is.
Yeah, that's what the circle blasting does, is scorching ray.
At least it didn't heal him.
You could unshift and cast hold person with your ring.
Well, she has hold person in her ring.
Yeah.
She's
got
2
magic,
rings.
She's got magic missile.
Alright, and
Yeah, her turn now.
your turn.
Magic missile or hold person?
At least
hold
when he's
person.
60 feet away from you, he can't use his tail as his legendary action.
Hold person's a saving throw. Magic missile is just
Yeah, magic missile
he's
hits, and he's pretty hurt.
177.
Yeah, let's do magic. Yeah, magic missile. Actually,
What
You
level
do
do
it
you
at
do that at?
Second
we're
or
gonna go
third
balls
level,
to the
right?
wall. And we're gonna
5th
do
level
it.
magic missile.
I'm thinking about it.
Use empty your spell score.
Yeah,
Have
do
you
it.
got a
I
backup?
have two
Yeah.
rings, so yeah, we're gonna do a 5th level magic
So it's
missile.
like rapid fire. It's like 5 bolts of magic missile come flying out of your ring.
Yeah.
That's probably gonna kill him.
Well, you got 7.
Well, he has
Because
more
it's
than
1
5, right?
for.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, no, it'd be 6 actually.
and then
I
1
think.
additional.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So it'd be it's
Oh
first
yeah,
level. So
it's
plus 4
first
it'd be
level.
7.
So yeah, yeah.
7 magic missile bolts.
I'm missing. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, plus 1 force damage.
Yeah.
So 3, so 4, 8. Damn.
So it's like 7 plus whatever you roll.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Alright.
Hold on a second. 10. 18. 22. 24. 29.
All right, so your 7 magical bolts just rip through his body, basically causing him to explode into 8 different pieces.
Nice.
Nice
is
job,
great.
guys.
This is
that was
great.
fun.
We killed some demons. We are truly the heroes of the realm.
It was those smites, man.
Yeah.
Couldn't have gotten too far without those smites.
Well, I think it was the sneak attack
The
on
sneak,
horseback. Thanks to the silence.
The
spell.
silence. We should always. This is how we fight from
It's
now
a
on.
really good spell. when we got access to that, it was like blindness and deafness, and then it was like, what do we fight a lot? Casters? They can't cast in a zone of silence.
He didn't actually have any spells to cast, but
He was going to talk a lot.
I just had some roleplay stuff for him because just connecting this to the other Waterdeep game.
So do
does
we
his-
search him? Does he have anything?
Oh yeah, we're
Does his,
searching the heck out
does
of
his
him.
head fall down anywhere close by? 'Cause I'm-
No,
Put it in the bag?
his body just kind of,
Yeah, devil's bodies don't stay.
yeah.
Devil's bodies.
They can't be killed on the material plane, so they.
But they can be killed in the new book.
Yeah. Well, we'll be sure to find him once we get down there.
So yeah, we search his body. What do we
When you
find?
get down to Avernus,
Yeah.
well, I mean, the only thing that's left.
Oh
is,
right. You just said that. Sorry.
Yeah. The only thing that's left is the remains of the two lemurs. They leave like a kind of a gooey, sticky substance behind.
You can search that.
Yeah, I don't want to search that really. Well,
I'll search
anyway,
it.
I'll open up my bottle of everlasting water or whatever.
Rinse them away.
Yeah, I'll power wash some of that goop away. See
Well,
what-
actually, make a religion check real quick. See how much you know about devils.
Not much apparently. 9.
Okay, never mind then.
power wash
All
it
right, you
away.
power wash away their goo.
Yep.
So we're at the alchemist place. So I.
Well, this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
the
yeah,
scroll.
we're
This is
rolling.
the scroll shop, and there's the
Yeah,
Rolling
the
into the
herbalist or whatever.
shops.
Do I find anything in the herbalist shop?
You do in the alchemist shop. You find 2 of the greater healing potions.
Oh, man.
And 3 of the regular healing potions.
Oh sweet.
I'm glad we stayed and killed these guys.
Me too. That was worth it. How much money are those? That's
a
like,
lot.
That's like 300 or 400 gold, isn't it?
Do we? Or is there any of the poison ones that we saw before?
Oh yeah, she also sold poison, didn't she?
Yeah, the cure poison or whatever.
You find 4 vials of poison as well.
No, are they the
Cure poison.
Well, they're the cure poison, right? That was what she was selling. Was
Oh, that's
the
right, the cure poison.
Yeah.
Well, we can chuck those. As long as I have my lay on hands, I can heal you
No,
from
we'll
poison.
keep them.
Dude, if you get killed, what am I gonna do?
Right.
If I get killed, I think you guys are gonna have some more problems than that.
Okay.
Bianca
so
could teleport you to another plane.
I want to go into the. We're going into the scroll
Yeah,
shop
scroll
now.
shop.
Yeah, you find the scrolls that she had.
Nice.
What scrolls did she have?
Check the VOD later. I don't know. She had that. She had a wand too. Did she have the
Oh,
wand
yeah.
of magic
Someone asked
missiles?
if we could pull the mic a little closer.
Ah.
Sorry about that.
There you go.
That's right. She had the magic.
Yeah. And she wasn't gonna sell to anybody
Yeah.
except for a high elf.
Is that a magic missile wand? That she
Yeah, that's
had
what
or
she
something
said.
like that. Yeah.
Wand of magic
There's a
missiles.
wand of magic missiles.
Yeah.
And what were the scrolls that she had?
I think one of them
magic
was a scroll of
missile,
magic missile, yeah, because she
something
also had
else.
the
I
wand.
can't remember what the other
So
one
is the
was.
wand there?
Yeah, we'd have to look up the wand.
Yeah, we'll have to look up the
Yeah, I have to go back and look it up.
I didn't write it down because I didn't want to buy any.
Right. I didn't write it down because you guys didn't buy any.
Yeah.
Did you guys want to look at the
Well,
Fletcher shop?
We don't
or
know if the
anything like
wand's
that?
there now.
No, well, you wanted to look at the Fletcher shop.
But we gotta settle the wand fact first.
Is the wand still there?
Well, he's saying if we look it up and it's there, right?
No, the wand is. He offered the wand, but we don't know if it's in the shop yet or not.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Is the wand in the, did we find the wand?
Oh yeah, you found the one. In the
Okay,
shop.
yeah.
Cool, we got the wand.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody else in the town's dead apparently, so.
How many charges is on the wand?
I don't know. I gotta look it up.
100.
No. I think the most it can have is 7 charges.
Oh, really?
Well, it's still pretty good because it takes no spell slots.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. That's
7 charges, cast magic missile with it for 1 charge for, per level.
okay.
Regains 1d6 plus 1 daily at dawn.
Oh.
If you expend the last one, roll a 20. On a 1, it crumbles into ashes. It's gone forever.
Well, we can't let you roll with your new dice on it.
Yeah.
Or we could just not roll all of them.
That's also
Yeah,
another option.
just never cast the last one.
Yeah. Doesn't need attunement either.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of wands and staves do that.
So you could probably, can you use anything at the Fletcher shop or whatever? Or?
I'm looking. Am I an archer guy?
Why, did he have other stuff or did he only
We
have
never even went to the archers.
Yeah, we never went in there. So
Well, he was a Fletcher, but
But yeah, he made bows and arrows.
do you have anything useful or find out next week?
Any of the gold in the city was looted by the devils.
No fancy elven bows or anything he had?
No magical bows.
Get him then.
Do we search?
I
I
mean,
mean, I guess we just asked this for here.
We
Do
were never
search
the
allowed
rest of
over
the
there.
city?
Yeah, all the gold has been looted. from
Yeah.
the city.
Is there anything
Yeah, is
else
there
in any
anything
other
else worth
buildings?
it?
or anything
Anything
like that, or is it
noteworthy?
just
I mean, you find like suits of like chain shirts that the guards wore, and spears and short swords
So
and
no.
rapiers. And,
but nothing else relevant to the school or anything, or Bianca or any of that.
you would just find whatever the elves had.
Another
A lot
day's
of elf
work.
clothes. You want to dress like an elf?
I don't think they'd fit me. Not my
Do
style.
they have any elf kids clothes?
Elf kid clothes.
Elf kid clothes.
That's right. A little halfling.
Is there anything in the fort then? Did they make their way up there as well? The whole fort just crumbled pretty much.
I just realized why people are having a hard time here, and the group directly behind us is a lot louder than the usual group behind us. What's that?
I was asking about the fort up there. Did that pretty much just crumble too, and everything is out of it, or?
Yeah, the devils just trashed
They
the
took
place.
care of everything.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, Anna, that's,
let's go back to town.
Yeah, another day's work.
Rest up for the next school. The last school, I believe.
I think so.
What's left? Evocation?
Yeah, I don't think we've been at vacation.
You have not been to the evocation school, and that's where you saw Bianca last
Bianca,
time.
right?
Yeah.
Did you take the tiefling's head?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's how I killed her. Remember?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
That's
sliced
true,
her
yeah.
up,
That's true.
Caught it in the
Caught it in the
bag.
bag.
We should take that to the inn and have a drink with it.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea. I'd be down for it.
That was
All
awesome.
right. Another fun night of D&D.
Very cool.
Appreciate you guys watching.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Sorry if you had trouble hearing. The store's a little
Little
more
rowdy
crowded
tonight.
than usual.
Yeah.
Hopefully, eventually, this setup will get moved into one of the
Private
new,
room,
one of the
yeah.
new rooms when
The
they're
private
finished.
gaming suites?
Yeah. When's that supposed to open? End of June, I think she said. They said.
Is it?
I think so.
That soon?
Maybe.
Oh, that'd be
That's
awesome.
sooner than I thought, but that's cool. I don't remember.
I feel like I remember overhearing her say it was to someone else that it would be over, that it'd be open at the end of June.
That's very cool.
That'd be great.
Yeah. I guess you guys weren't here yet. I was telling Dave so we'll finish up this campaign, assuming next week, and then I'm not here the following week, so somebody else will be running this table. But yeah, and then we'll look at, I don't know, maybe doing some Salt Marsh stuff
Sure.
until
To the new
Until-
book.
the new book comes out.
Are we keeping these characters, or do we know yet?
If we're doing Salt Marsh, we should probably start over at level 1.
Okay.
Yeah. It starts off at level 1. And then,
Yeah, I'll stick around as long as I can. It doesn't look like my job's going to be opening up anytime soon, so we got a couple months.
I'm sorry that you're having to commute so far to work, but
It's unfortunate, but it is
I'm
what
glad
it
you're
is.
able to make it to D&D.
Yeah.
And hopefully our other player, your brother,
Yeah,
will be
he'll
back
probably
next
be
week.
back.
Yeah.
He's going to school next week anyway, so.
So what do we mean? Are we recruiting for 2 new players? Is that what's happening?
I think so, because I don't think the other guys are coming back.
So guys, we need 2 new people. 6:30 on Wednesday nights.
You have to go headhunting for them next week.
Yeah.
The 2 different players we've had before at this table that ended up at Blake's table.
Oh, Angie might want to come back if she said because she said she wanted to play with us.
Oh, okay.
If their adventure is getting ready to finish, I don't know if it is or not.
Yeah, and the red-headed guy that played the funny gnome.
Oh yeah, he was really good.
He
Yeah.
was good too.
Yeah.
I liked him as a role player.
Yeah.
He was very creative.
Yeah.
They would be cool to add to the table if we could steal them from Blake's group. But
Poaching in the
But you know
Adventure
Andy.
League community.
Yeah, I'll ask her. Yeah.
ask her if she wants to join us.
She said she said she wanted to play with us again, but she wanted to finish whatever their
Whatever they're doing.
campaign was or whatever. Yeah. I would assume they're playing Adventures League just like us.
I think Blake was running his own stuff.
Oh, maybe they're higher than I don't know if they're doing the higher level or not.
Alright.
So we'll finish this and we'll put these characters. We're gonna mock them and bring them back for the Avernus thing, or are we gonna make new ones? Are we starting over again in that
Yeah,
Baldur's Gate thing, or
yeah, I would like to start over with the Baldur's Gate thing because
we'll play the first few levels?
I'm as excited about the Baldur's Gate stuff as I am about.
Once
the
I mean, we won't go
Avernus
into
stuff.
hell right away. We'll play the first few levels in
Baldur's Gate. Yeah,
That's cool.
because like I said, I grew up playing those Baldur's Gate games back in the day, so I'm excited to see what all they have for Baldur's Gate in the book.
When is that stuff coming out?
September.
Oh yeah, I'll probably be working by
You'll
then.
be working by then.
Yeah.
If we didn't silence this guy, that would have been a perfect tie-in for us to keep these characters. Like, see you guys in hell. Yeah, we'll be
Yeah.
there soon.
Yeah.
We'll be knocking on your door, buddy.
Sooner than you expect, bud.
I have to say the little snippets from the. Did you watch any of them from the live event?
Alright guys, I'm sorry, but I've got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
See you next week.
Feel better.
See you later. Thank you.
How they described the soul coins and that, and they actually scream and everything. It was pretty good. And they described they were playing with the war machines. Like one they were playing with, they were driving it. You know, they said it's just like a Mad Max kind of deal. But then they had levers you pulled, and there was like a big acid blaster that came out the back and everything.
Yeah.
It was neat.
Yeah, one of the weapons you can get on the war machine is a water cannon that sprays water from the river Styx.
Yes.
So if it hits you, you have to make a saving throw or lose your memory.
Yeah. Yeah, because that was some of them. Like they drank in one game. They drank from it by accident. So I got to. I had to do some stuff, so it was like on in the background. I loved to play it.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of the actual gameplay, but I watched a lot of the interviews and the informational stuff.
So they had like the soul coins power them, and then when they want to turbo boost it, they have the demon ichor that's
demon
green,
ichor.
and then they pour it in the gas tank. So it's, like I said, it's just like Mad Max.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We gotta just hope we never find that river, because you already know if we find that river, we're drinking from it.
Yeah, we drink anything.
But because Avernus is the first layer of the Nine Hells, and the river Styx flows through it. So the demons from the abyss, because the river Styx runs across all the lower planes. So the demons from the abyss can ride down the river Styx into hell to fight the devils.
Ooh.
So Avernus is just this wasteland of, like, you know, millennia of warfare between the devils and demons.
So they said the big focus in the book is the blood war or whatever.
Yeah.
That's going on. And then what's the other thing they said that? They said the devils are. They said like when you play regular D&D, the devils aren't afraid to die because they just go back to hell.
Yeah.
But in hell, they die for real, so they're a little more serious about what's going on and careful.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and also, you know, demons are just chaos incarnate. They just want to destroy. But devils have plans.
Yeah.
So if they think they can use you for one of their plans, they're gonna negotiate.
Yeah, well, that's what they said. They had you could make deals. You know, one of the things they said, the devils. This may be crazy chaos, but the one thing the devils are into is the law. If you make a deal, they stick to it.
So you can definitely get stuff out of the devils for
Yeah.
sure. And there's new rules for death saving throws, and
Yeah, because certain things don't work or something like that, or
yeah, well, and because you can bargain for your life too.
it looks good.
Yeah, so it should be fun.
Like I said, there was some other little supplement that came out, and it's I think it's by Wizards or whatever, but it was about all these dark characters. Like I said, there's like a bloodmancer or a blood witch or something like that. And I'll have to find it. I saved it somewhere.
Oh, is that the Xanathars? The Xanathars, what is that
I don't know
called?
what it was called.
Because a group of people on DM's Guild published an extra book that went along with Xanathar's Guide and had a whole bunch of other.
I was trying to see if I saved the name of it. Oh, this is the front picture of it. The new player's companion.
Oh, okay. No.
And it says add new options for necromancy, blood magic, and shadow magic with this new supplement. Dark
Is that-
arts.
Is that a DM's Guild thing or is it
don't
an
know.
official thing?
It says dark arts. That's all. I just saved a picture of it. So I don't know if it's their official or if it's something else. I think I saved the rest of the pictures.
Yeah, the logo looks kind of slightly different, so I'm wondering if it's a DM Guild thing. Did you see how it has the D20 instead of the AM?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it might not be official content.
But I saved the next page. So one of the races you can play a mummy.
That's cool.
And yeah. So you can play a white. So that was kind of cool. But it's everything has a dark whatever. Like druids have called Circle of Twilight or whatever. Pretty cool. I don't know if they're still up or not.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. People are still there. Hey, anybody? Hey, everybody. Anybody have questions? Anybody wants to chat?
So we would have met Odie if it lasted long enough, huh?
If
Yeah.
we didn't paralyze her and then mercilessly beat her to death.
That would have been bad because he was tough the first time.
He was really tough.
Well, you guys were only second level, I think.
I think
Yeah.
he'd still be really tough, to be honest.
I mean, he did a lot of damage when he was fighting for us.
My armor class has not changed any since then.
But I want to say he's only challenge rating 6 or 8, and that Lord Z you were fighting was a challenge rating 15.
Well, he did get kind of demolished.
Yeah, you guys got the drop on him and just hammered him. Yeah, he was basically a modified mummy lord, so he was challenge rating 15. And Odiugs, I think, are only challenge rating 6. Maybe they're an 8.
I don't know, but he had that thing when he got a Heldy and he did that smash. He was doing serious damage.
I think my whole fish elf mutant comment threw him off a little. That's why he did so bad. He was so appalled.
Where were these guys at?
The snakes?
Yeah.
And that was another thing she could do.
Oh, if she left
If she was going to cast... yeah, Odio's only challenge rating 5.
What's his hit points?
114.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I guess maybe he was scarier because we were a lot less. What were we, like
Well,
level,
we were
level 3 or 2 then or something like
And we
that?
were in a giant underground crypt filled with skeleton bookshelves.
Yeah, if she had cast Conjure Animal, she was going to summon a bunch of poisonous snakes.
What a fiend, burying the circle that we needed.
We should pick up Dr. Barnes and see if he wants to fight Bianca with us.
We could give Dr. Barnes
The
the
other
extra
ring.
ring, and he
Yeah.
could come with us. And
I mean, and Owlbear's got to have some hit points doing that.
Oh yeah. Well, and he also has his own spellcasting level, so I had a spell list for him somewhere.
We should definitely go pick him up.
he's just been relaxing in the inn that we set him up in, so...
Yeah, I mean, now that you guys are 5th level, if what's his name? Mike? Was that his name? That played
Mike
Sorrow?
and,
Yeah. I totally would have let Mike play Dr. Barnes at
Yeah.
this stage of the game. Because I think I had him equivalent of a 5th level caster.
Yeah.
So he'd have a lot more hit points than you guys would, but I mean,
maybe we could pick him up and we'll play him as an extra character or something.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
Dr. Barnes got a little crippled in his fight versus Bianca. Lower hit points than normal.
I'm sure he's vested in getting rid of her.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I wish we could figure out a way to get the camera set up different. Or not figure out, but I wish they would set it up different for us.
What, to show you mean? Or
I mean, just so that change the size of the screens.
yeah.
Because one of the things is, since the way the cameras are set up, the emphasis is on the table.
Right.
So I kind of feel compelled to, everything we do to have, maps and minis.
Right.
Because otherwise, they're just looking at this giant blank table
And just voices. Yeah.
and a bunch of
that's true.
voices.
That's true.
Like if the cameras were more on us, I would be more apt to include a lot more role play and
Well, maybe
interactive encounters.
Maybe in the new room you can set it up, right?
Yeah.
Set it up different.
So I mean, I don't mind running combat heavy stuff, and I always find ways to put the role play in the combat until you guys cast silence on it. But
We gotta find a way to get the immovable rod from their inventories or something. That was our main combo. Silence, immovable rod, levitate.
I'll have to remember to give somebody the horn, because it does me no good when I'm shaped. But when you cast silence, you can hear through it.
Does
Because
it
the
still
horn,
work like that?
yeah, the horn suppresses anything that's deafening.
Oh. I wonder if you'd be able to hear people in the silence then, even if they can't talk. I wonder if you could hear them.
Well, I would. Yeah, you probably would hear whatever sound they're trying to make. I would think. Because I don't think it's that they can't talk. It's that nothing happens. Nobody hears it, right?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if the spell silence specifically says everything counts as deafened, then that would. Because that's how that's why they have those specific terms and conditions. So you know what counteracts what.
It says, for the duration, no sound can be created within or pass through a 20-foot radius sphere.
Oh, well, then it probably wouldn't then.
Yeah.
Gigs if nothing could be created.
Any
that's
creature,
different than me, definitely.
and then it goes on to say any creature or object entirely inside it counts as deafened.
Oh, so if the person inside had the horn and you were yelling from the outside, then
Yeah.
they would be able to hear that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. We should have fought those other things. How many hit points did they have?
Oh, the snakes?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to look them up.
Yeah.
We are not fighting those snake things. No way. A dwarf is not cut out for a water battle.
You didn't want to wade into the water and.
We're going to get dragged under?
No, not particular. We can cast water breathing, but I'm still stuck down there.
Yeah, I mean they're not that tough. They were just giant constrictor snakes. I think they're only like challenge rating 2 or 3. But,
Still spooky.
But if they were to restrain you and drag you under the water, yeah, you could drown.
You just needed some gillyweed. Oh, that's the wrong universe.
Just need our magic rings. We have water breathing in them.
True.
Can you get water breathing on your rings?
That was one of the first ones we got from Barnes' school.
From
the
transmutation
transmutation
school.
school.
Yeah. Is this an adventure you came up with? This one? Is this, you should write this one. That's a good one.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh yeah.
You could have
But I
it
mean,
as
though,
a-
it'd be even good though, because you could play it a bunch of different ways. I mean,
Oh yeah, there were
Yeah.
definitely other options you guys
Yeah.
could have done.
flip the script and be the 5 magi.
although, like I said, it'd be a good adventure.
Because you, instead of going to Waterdeep straight away, you could have gone to those other locations.
The castle and that, right?
Yeah. Where she had like those other mercenary groups working for her, and
We still have to check out the castle too. That's a whole nother thing.
Maybe we teleport there when we get the staff.
You know, that'd be cool.
but yeah, I've been working on that.
Thank you for watching our Dungeons & Dragons Adventurers League. Want to see more? Make sure to hit the subscribe button and bell to know the next time we post to YouTube. Join in on the fun on our live stream at twitch.tv/CapeFearGames. And check out our website, capefeargames.com, for all your gaming needs. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.